Shit. What's going on, my people? This your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Man. Might as well get into the news, people. We got a lot of shit. We got a lot of shit to rap about today. We got a lot of shit to rap about. A lot of shit to rap about. Trying to figure out where we want to start at. We're gonna talk a little bit about Trump and whatever the fuck he does. We're gonna talk about Geraldo. Who else we got? We got Corey Holcomb. We got a little bit about Dr. Umar and some of the bullshit came out his mouth. It's just a lot of fuckery going on. But we're gonna try to get into all of it, people. We'll try to hit everything that we said we got up there. We're gonna try to hit every last thing. So no further ado, let's go ahead and get. I guess we start off with Dr. Umar. We start off with Dr. Umar. We'll do him first, since I already got him up in my shit already. So we'll start with him. He has a problem with the FBA's calling themselves foundational Black Americans. I want to hear him out because I haven't seen the clip. Shout out to my brother over there, Urban. What's that? Urban. Let's make sure I get my brother name right. Urban Politician. I think that's my brother's name. If I'm fucking it up, my bad. Shout out to him for this clip. I want to hear Dr. Umar out. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Dr. Umar, right? I used to I still got love for Dr. Umar. I think Dr. Umar, his intentions is right. I believe his intentions is in the right place. I just think sometimes, like, it's certain people that believe what they know. That's all that matters. Like I don't hear a different respect of sitting down with him. Like, just having him on is just okay. It's all you know, but is we really having a discussion, or you just telling me shit? Right? We really having ideas bouncing off each other. I don't get that from Dr. Umar. It's always, it's almost like, and it's not a knock in a way, because he is the leader of what he does, and I understand that. And you have to have some type of confidence in some of the shit that you talk about and believe in. But the other problem with that is that I don't get that we unite together shit with Dr. Umar, right? That even go for some of the Tanib Nasheebs, a lot of those guys, right? Like the pro-black movements, even with the Black Panthers and the new Black Panthers, a lot of that shit, like, it's no unification. It's just all, nigga, we doing this over here, you do, and that's okay, that's cool. But when are you niggas gonna get together? When all of us as brothers and sisters gonna get the fuck together, stand up for some shit, do some shit together? That's my issue with people like Dr. Umar. And it ain't just him; it's others. That's why I don't consider myself pro-black. Right? I support everybody's movement. I support the FBAs because I'm a first black American. Like, I get that. I'm from the descendants slave, all that shit. We all won, but I understand the different movements of it, and I support it because I understand the intentions. Right? Some people some may have different agendas, but I understand the core of the agenda. And that's why I support it, right? Doesn't mean I have to agree with every fucking thing. But anyway, I want to hear this from Dr. Umar, his point of view on FBAs and descendants of slaves and everything like that.
DOSFBA, respectfully, I'm going to go with both groups because they represent basically the same thing, but there are differences, right? So ADOS,
which is a descendant of slaves.
No, they're first. FBA comes later.
Okay,
but they both exist. FBA is more popular, right?
Okay.
ADOSFBA. Contradictory in this way, you still identify with the white man. You are a Black American? Since when? So you'll call yourself an American, but you'll never call yourself an African. Think about that now.
Listen, first of all, see the problem I'm having with that, just that statement right there from Dr. Umar. And this is to be the problem, that these brothers don't sit down and have conversations, so we can have real conversations with each other as a people. Ain't nobody trying to shit on being African. I come from the motherland, nigga. I know where my roots come from. Like, I get it. But here in America, where we live in real time, a lot of African people got a lot of disturbing shit to say about Black people that's in America. They separate themselves from us. Right? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, why Dr. Umar is trying to keep, listen, I keep saying this to my Black American people. Listen, yo, at this point, yo, we ain't got time to be trying to kumbaya with other motherfuckers, man. Cause every time we put our hand out, we get spitting, we get our hands smacked down, or they spit in our face. The level of disrespect that comes, I'm not saying everybody from Africa and different African continents and shit like that, a lot of our brothers, I'm not saying it's everybody, but they need to check their own people. This whole notion that we got to keep on reaching out because there's some good ones over there. No, we're not doing that no more. Let me ask y'all a question. What African continent that want Black Americans to come back home? Can we name them? Honestly, you want to use the quote, it's a lot more black on black crime happening in the African continents than it's happening here in America. That's a fact. They over there shooting and killing and murdering each other. So this whole notion that Dr. Umar, this unified shit that niggas be on, that shit used to work. That shit used to work. It sound good. I should put it that way. It sound good. Give me one second. All right, people, I'm back. That shit sound good. We in 2026. We this whole notion. Listen, man. I understand what this is. Like I said, I understand where he be coming from. The problem is that you living in a fantasy land in a way. Like, the Times is telling you what it really is. We keep on trying to give Black people passes for their level, certain Black people passes for their level of disrespect and their Blackness. See, at the end of the day, even being African, like, you got Black people in America that are sellouts. And a lot of us won't check these niggas and be like, get them the fuck up out of here, bro. Ain't no more support. We won't do that. Right? But then you're telling us it's okay for somehow African brothers and sisters to disrespect us and we can still just ignore that. Like, nah, that's the problem. We need to get this shit straight here to let motherfuckers know what we doing here, and then we can worry about other motherfuckers. Because when we was multitasking, trying to make everybody come on into the tent. We came to find out decades later, look at the level of disrespect. So listen, I understand, Brother Umar. Listen, I get it. I understand it. I understand exactly what he's saying. But nigga, I stand on that. I stand on what I said. We don't got time to be caring about the motherland right now because the motherland don't give a shit about us right now. Like, this is just be real. A lot of them Africans that y'all see coming over here and from these different continents, nigga, they running from the motherland. Let's just be real about it. And I haven't seen no open love to Black Americans. Black people from America. I haven't seen it. Like, and so until I see that, listen, I told y'all, yo, nigga, I would go back to Africa if we was, and I would push for it if I knew how people in Africa was going to stand on business. But they flaky over that bitch. And you see it happening here in America. How flaky some of them are. No, bro, no. This kumbaya shit is over. That goes for the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Irish, the Italians, the motherfucking Europeans, all of them. The Jamaicans. I don't give a fuck who you are. That whole kumbaya shit with Black American shit is over. We are tired of being y'all punching bags. We are tired of being on the front line of shit. And all y'all do is talk shit behind us, behind the scenes. Or now that y'all so embracing, now y'all on the internet disrespecting us to our face. Nah. I ain't gonna say all of y'all, but some of y'all. And then sometimes it be half of y'all. Depends what race it is. But I told y'all why a lot of them do that. And I'm talking about all the races, why they do that. A lot of it comes from racism, I get that, right? And bigotry. But for the Black and brown motherfuckers, a lot of that shit comes from jealousy. Because we're the only culture, Black American culture, right? We actually created the shit in America. The culture is us. The culture don't move without us, right? And that goes through the world in a way, right? I'm just talking about culture-wise. Not talking about money. Even when it comes to finances, you make money off of the Black culture, Black American culture. Now, it's just jealousy. These are the same people that got their own country and they mistreat each other. Tell me how they better than us. How you gonna come into another motherfucking country where another culture of people, Black Americans, created some shit and then start disrespecting us when you ran from your own home country? They have their own home. Sit your ass down. Sit down. You don't get to eat while I'm going live. I say if I'm down there in 15, 20 minutes and you ain't, and I told you go eat and you ain't want to do it. Sit your goofy ass down. My fucking dog getting on my nerves, man. I can't stand what he does. He start eating when I go live and shit. And I ain't doing nothing. He just sit there. I'm like, go eat. And knowing he hungry. But he be trying to play games and shit. Sit your ass down. And if you try it again, I'm going to send your ass outside. Because that's you ain't supposed to be in here. Your ass, I let you in trying to be nice. But your ass don't supposed to come back in here to 12 o'clock. So you can chill your ass out. Too early in the morning for that bullshit you on. And you need a haircut. Just like me. I need a haircut, you need a haircut. But anyway, but that's where the jealousy come from. They can't even hold their own culture together in their country. So they come over here, talk shit, talk about Black Americans don't have culture and all this other goofy shit, but you can't hold a culture together in your own goddamn country. And there's more y'all there than it is us here. Way more. Then you really think about it, it's a lot more of them, especially the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans. There's a lot more of y'all here, Hispanics, here more than us. And you want to get to talking shit about us? Nah, bro. Nah. Dr. Umar, got love for you, bro. But you listen. I highly disagree with your point of view.
You are a Black American? Since when? So you'll call yourself an American, but you'll never call yourself an African. Think about that now.
First of all, we have never said that. First of all, we are, listen, regardless, let me just be, oh, Dr. Umar, come on, man, you got to stop this bullshit. And I ain't mean to cut it all right there, but I just caught kind of what he said and shit popped in my head. First of all, Dr. Umar, we was being called Black African Americans. We still are being in the census of being African American. What are you talking about? We just prefer now to be called Black Americans. That's it. The Blacks still got the power for our African brothers and sisters. We know where the fuck we come from. The problem is he not understanding the movement. I get you trying to unify. I get that. But nigga, we're not in those times right now to be unifying with these motherfuckers. And there's some good African brothers and sisters from different continents. I get that. No disrespect to all of y'all. But y'all need to fix y'all need to check y'all people. Y'all can't keep coming over here disrespecting us, talking about we ain't got culture and shit. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Check your people, man. I say that shit all the time. I say that shit to the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans and all of them. And the Jewish people. Check y'all people, man. Y'all ain't nowhere on the same level as us in America. But y'all come over here with your arrogance and your level of disrespect and think that we supposed to be okay with that. Because you picked that shit up from them white people. That's why I tell black people, don't keep letting white motherfuckers get into the culture. These niggas, these white people got to get vetted. All of them got to get vetted at this point. Because I keep telling y'all, black dollars matter. And our support matters. Just telling y'all, look at country music. Country music ain't nowhere popular. We created it, but look, it ain't nothing but a whole bunch of white folks. People, can you name one of the most popular country singers? I'll wait. No, you can't. Let's name one of them. I'm talking about right now. One of the most popular rock groups or rock artists. Can you name them? Let's be real. Bad Bunny is popular. Black people don't really fuck with that music. Listen, is anybody that you know where you come from really bumping Bad Bunny? No. No. But they gonna bump them some Kendrick Lamar. Listen, I mean this on real talk. The most popular artist in America right now is Kendrick Lamar. That's from America. Ain't nobody bigger than him. Just being real. I mean, you got old celebrities, the Jay-Z's, all them. Yeah, they pop. I'm talking about right now, as an artist, he's the biggest the biggest artist in the world. I don't give a fuck they white, black. He's the biggest artist. Ain't nobody bigger than him. Listen, I like Taylor Swift. But come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Who really listens to Taylor Swift? Before I listen to Taylor Swift, nigga, I probably listen to nigga, I throw on. Trying to think, it ain't no real popular white artists. Just being real. Just being real. Probably the most white popular artist right now is probably Taylor Swift. That's it. I don't know the rest of these motherfuckers. And listen, I'm in tune with music. I'm not one of them old niggas that don't be listening to what's going on or what the young motherfuckers doing. I listen to a lot of that shit. Just ain't that big. Probably two top tier artists in America is probably Taylor Swift and Kendrick Lamar. That's it. And ain't no other artists. Just, I mean, really putting out music and really that popular like that. It's them. You got millions of artists. That don't mean shit. Excuse me. You can have artists putting songs out every day. You see these YouTube niggas, these young rappers and singers, they put music out all the time. But they ain't popular. And listen, and believe it or not, you can be independent and be big, but that shit only goes so far. Because I always say this, you can be independent, right? But you need somebody that is mainstream to kind of push your music. Right? Like to help you out, give you that shit. Like, you get what I mean? A top artist. It's like if you're a new artist on the label, you want that feature that'll take you over to the next level. You get what I mean? So, listen, I think you need both. I think you need the labels, but you want to stay somewhat independent. That's why I always tell a lot of these niggas, if you independent and you fucking with them labels, you tell them, look, we split everything down 50-50. Like, you can get half of my publishing, but I want to own half of my shit too. Like, you get what I mean? Like, you have, like, a lot of these independent artists, like, yo, if you big enough, or even if you're not, like, even you're dealing with them ladies, like, yo, I know what you're going to do. Look, I got my people too. They going to push some shit. And you, listen, the people that you got to just go as hard or a little bit more harder than the label would go for you. Right? So, like, I think that's part of the problem. That's why a lot of these labels don't go 50-50 with these artists. Because if I'm independent and I'm making this type of money, like, nigga, if you independent, you should be saving your money. But anyway, let's move on.
You are a Black American? Since when? So you'll call yourself an American, but you'll never call yourself an African. Think about that now. After all I've been through in this country,
that's not true.
I'm still going to wave their flag. After all I've been through in this country, I'm still going to use their colors. After everything I've been
through. Listen,
through.
I agree with that part. I don't know why a lot of Black American people, but that's not what the FBAs are. They do not wave American flag. They got their own flag. Nobody's out here waving no motherfucking American flag. Like, nigga, I am not doing that. Every time I see the American flag, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I see a Nazi flag. My personal opinion, I see the Nazi flag. Like how Jewish people will see the Nazi flag and be like, whoa. You get what I mean? That's what I see when I see the American flag. I think they need to change that bitch. They need to change that shit. See, some things have to change. You had a regime of a time of where all people wasn't equal, and that flag represents that. And I think people fail to realize that. And so a lot of this shit that white America want to hold on to, I don't know why. I genuinely don't get it. Unless you just a straight up racist. Ain't nothing good about the American flag. I genuinely, they need to switch that shit. But anyway, let's move on. But I actually agree with him. But that's not true too. You don't see FBAs waving American flags. We not doing that shit. Well, I'm not an FBA, like part of that movement, like in the movement. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm a black American, y'all. I believe in that shit. I believe in the ideology of it. I stand on it. I support it. But I ain't out here acting crazy with it. But I support my people. Just like I support Dr. Umar. And I don't agree with everything with the whole FBA shit. I don't agree with everything Dr. Umar said. But we all brothers and sisters. Because I know at our core what we all want and what we're looking for, what our agenda is. But this tearing us down shit is part of the problem, and there's no solutions. Nobody's sitting down and having conversations and trying to unify on some shit. Maybe take both, whatever, Dr. Umar, all these other different shits, come together, start a party. See, and I'm talking about a political party. And we can do that. It's not hard to do that. But anyway, let's move on.
In this country, I'm still going to identify with the plantation and call myself an American. So I don't have an issue with the concept. I take issue with the strategies.
What about if someone is saying that, all right.
First of all, that is not what the FBA does. They do not wrap themselves around the American flag because they consider themselves foundational black Americans. That's that flag and all that shit. I don't know why he's saying that. It's no connection there. I don't understand the connection. That maybe I'm missing the point or it's going over my head what he's saying, but I don't see the connection in that. I'm an American. Was born here. I'm a foundational black American. That's a fact. And nobody's wrapping themselves up around no motherfucking American flag. Not the FBAs I know. I don't see that shit. So I don't know what he on. I mean, I don't know what the fuck he's saying. And he's trying to connect those two like it's the same. It's not. But let's move on.
Myself an American. So I don't have an issue with the concept. I take issue with the strategies.
What about if someone is saying that, all right, we look at anyone that is putting in our place.
So far from your root, and you identify with a man who's trying to get rid of you. That's the weakness of the movement, Lou.
Who is that they identify with?
Say that again.
Who is that they are identifying with this
Americans.
Okay.
Both of them call themselves Americans. Both groups. So they identify with the plantation.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
No. Listen. So, okay, if that's the case, right, then we know it has been Africans. It's documented. Or how a lot of our black people even got here. we know our African brothers and sisters sold us out to the white man. But we know that. We supposed to ignore that though, right? They helped put us in slavery. They helped. They sold us out. Tricked us, bamboozled us. Go through. Y'all, listen, people, do your history. You're not, it's a cave where that shit leads to the water. Where we got on them ships. Before we even got to America. This happened in Africa. Not in America. Not here where we are. The shit started in Africa. We're supposed to ignore that. We're supposed to forgive all that. This is why I tell black people in this country, educate yourself. This ain't just about shitting on Africans, but nigga, everybody ain't our enemy, but the motherfuckers that have did some shit to us, we gonna hold them accountable even though they did what they did. We fought for hundreds of years to get to a point where these motherfuckers can come over here free and live free. Even them first generational or second generational black people. Huh? We did that. And we still get disrespected from a lot of them. Their family members, they so-called our African brothers and sisters. Like, nigga, we not playing this game, Dr. Umar. We not playing that game, bro. We not playing this game. And the problem is, he can say a lot of this shit because he's a very highly intelligent man. But a lot of black people in this country ain't educated as much about their history. They ain't even that much educated about American history, black history in this country. So you think they would know a lot about how we really got here? We didn't get here because the white man was put through us on the ship. The white man gave the Africans an offer. Our brothers and sisters from the motherland. And they took it. They took it. And mind you, maybe them first 2 generations of black American people knew that. But after that, a lot of black people didn't know about it. Because at that point, we was, we couldn't read, we couldn't write. We only knew slavery. We only knew to be oppressed and be disrespected, raped, and murdered. Like, you get what I mean? Whatever horrible shit you think somebody could do to somebody, it has happened to us. Okay? So you're talking about generations of that shit. So a lot of black people, even to this day, don't really get it. Really don't. Love Dr. Umar. Think he's a very brilliant man. Very intelligent brother. He's just talking out your ass. You're talking out your ass with some of this shit. And that's where I got love for him, but I disagree with him on a lot of shit because he just ignores shit. It's like we both ignore. Listen, I'm not ignoring what certain black people do to me. Sorry. If you selling us out, you're not my brother. You're not my sister. I don't give a fuck. I hear him all the time. He's still a black man. She's still a black woman. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, I don't. That shit don't matter to me. I see color, digga. I don't get to just say, oh, like we down there kind of being racist just like white people be. When we do that, oh, we're just gonna give people that do us wrong, give them passes. Because they look like us. We're gonna give them a pass. That's what white people do to their own. They do that to their own. When their own get out of line, they embrace them. Come on back home to your culture, to your race. Let me tell you something. Let a white liberal, matter of fact, prime example, Tulsi Gabbard. This bitch was a straight up liberal, Democrat. Right? And I know she got some foreign shit in her, but the bitch look white to me. Okay? She got more white in her than whatever the fuck she mixed with. She was a straight up liberal. All of a sudden, them white supremacists love Tulsi Gabbard. I wear out with white supremacy. This bitch they love this bitch. What's the other bitch name? That she's supposed to be some type of Honduran or forgot what she I forgot her name. She tried to run for president. Fuck is her name? That's how irrelevant this bitch is now. That's anyway. But anyway. Soon that bitch got out of pocket with them racists. They changed on her too. Listen, who you think was calling Tim Scott all types of names and disparaging things and was criticizing him because he wasn't married and shit like that? People would put that allegation out there that Tim Scott was gay. Who you think put that out there? It wasn't our people. It wasn't us. We ain't had the power to do no shit like that. His own party, that racist ass Republican Party, MAGA, did that. Soon he stood up for Barack Obama for the first time for his own people about that Barack Obama, that picture shit. What they do to him? What the racists do? Huh? They didn't just disagree with him. They disrespected him. That's the difference. A motherfucker can disagree with me as long as you don't disrespect me. They disrespected Tim Scott. Called up anything. Should have looked at his feed with the shit they was leaving. The magazines was leaving him. How they was talking about him. Trying to tell y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. We can play it.
Okay, yes.
But they cut themselves off from the ancestors. You see that? To me, that is the greatest shortcoming of that movement. Ain't nobody taking me from my African roots. I don't give what game y'all want to play, but you ain't doing that. There's spiritual realm knocking on the door of FDMG.
Talking about, he said, nobody is taking me from my African roots. Some of them Africans tried to do that to black people in America. They disrespect. Listen, the number one thing that I believe that some of these motherfucking foreign, our African brothers and sisters from different continents, they say that really is a very disrespectful gesture or thing that they say to black people in America. We ain't got no culture. Listen, this is why I can't disrespect my ancestry, like, or disrespect our roots or where we come from Africa. I always said, nigga, we come from Africa. We are the most spiritual people in the world. We're not religious people. We're spiritual. We dirt. We're souls. We're flowers. We're those motherfuckers. We're not this religious bullshit that they be making up in all types of culture. Right? Always give love to our we always did that. Now all of a sudden it's disrespect to the ancestors, to where we come from the motherland. We disrespected it. Now there's disrespect. Because we get disrespected the way we do. And now we like, hey, all right, well, cool then. See, I can't stand when people, you fuck with somebody and then people be like, all right, well, fuck that shit. All right, cool then. Fuck all y'all then. And motherfucker like, oh, level of disrespect. No, nigga, they did it to us. And I think that's what Dr. Umar is forgetting. They chose the division. We didn't want that. Black people do not have that type of resentment like that. Listen, I'm going to tell you why a lot of black Americans don't have that resentment towards the shit that I said about without somehow African people did back in the day to a lot of us. That's the reason we even here in America. A lot of us. Right? It's because a lot of niggas is ignorant. A lot of niggas don't even know their own history in this country. So never mind that they don't know what the fuck happened through the slave trade. Because it was a slave trade. They traded us for whatever the fuck. That the white man offered them. So, like, look, could have been gold because gold was big back then. Could have been food, could have been all types of shit. But they sold us. They traded us. They lied to all those African brothers and sisters, and a lot of them didn't even make it here. Because a lot of them got killed on them boats. Some of them just said, fuck that shit. And they got a chance to, jump off them ships. They jumped off them and committed suicide, if you want to say. Or wanted to give themselves a better chance of living through them choppy waters through the sea than to sit there and keep taking that bullshit. But they don't talk about that. Listen, I always keep saying this. We haven't did a documentary of really how the slave trade really actually happened. You got the roots and all that shit when we were slaves. Let's talk about them waters. Just being real. But you can't talk about it because a lot of the history of it, you can't document that shit. I guarantee a lot of them African the people that's the family members of motherfuckers that sold us off probably don't know or they don't give a fuck what they, you know what I mean? So, anyway, let's move on.
Greatest shortcoming of that movement. Ain't nobody taking me from my African roots. I don't give what game y'all want to play, but you ain't doing that. There's spiritual realm knocking on the door of FDMG being ready. There needs to be a progressive American African movement that looks out for the best interests of the American African people, that does not demonize our brothers and sisters abroad, and that looks to build relationships with them as far as that can be done. So
no, nigga, we have tried to do that. Listen, people, I don't know what the fuck Dr. Umar is on, nigga. What you smoking on, nigga? First of all, nigga, we done that already. We assume African brothers and sisters came over here after the Civil Rights Act. Right? Excuse me. Go ahead and eat. Go eat, man. Go eat. Man, you get on my nerves. Go eat, man. Doing too much. But after the Civil Rights Act, a lot of these Africans and shit could come over here. Like, what you think we tried to do? We have done that already. When we started, listen, it was some real shit. Martin thought to himself, once he was doing this shit and he felt the workings of everything that was happening, he said, I think I made a mistake. Told his people around him, I think I made a mistake by doing this. Trying to get us free. Well, trying to get us rights. Martin said that. So about time a lot of these our African brothers and sisters came over here, they didn't put them like in the white communities and shit. They was amongst their own people. And listen, it's a culture shock. Let's just be real, it is. Like if we went to Africa, nigga, it'd be a culture shock. But I think Black Americans, we got enough respect for our people like that. Regardless if it's like that. We understand. See, the one thing about us, we understand that it's going to be people that look like us that's going to be fuck people. And it don't matter where we go. We get that. A lot of them, for some weird reason, don't get that. And it's more them where they come from than it's us that they come to. So a few of us that may mistreat them, they all of a sudden start feeling this way. And like I told you, the white man will tell you that. The white man be telling these families that. Don't be hanging around them black niggas like that. We're going to put y'all in their communities amongst they worse. Amongst they bad. They poor. But don't get involved with them. Because listen, if they just even get any incident with law enforcement over here, they're getting deported. So just imagine how a lot of them are being programmed when they come over here. How much the culture is different, right? They don't speak the same language we speak. We got a different culture. We got a different swag. And then these white people tell them, they the bad motherfuckers here. They the problem. That's why we bringing y'all over here. So over y'all better niggas. That is what's happening. So listen, let me just say this to my brother, Dr. Umar. Man, don't come in with that bullshit. It's deeper than what you just saying. It's deeper than what you saying. And the bad part about it, you intelligent enough to know better than that. Sometimes pretend that Black Americans, we don't want all of a sudden, we don't want to fuck with them. We want to do us. Nigga, we don't give a fuck about white people in this country. We really genuinely don't. We fuck with whoever fuck with us, but from afar. You could be good white folks. You could be good Africans. I don't give a good Jews. I don't know who you is. We're not. We're not saying we don't fuck with y'all. We just saying we worry about us. And that's a problem now. That's a problem now. Wow. I've been talking about this shit for a while. Soon Black Americans say, we done. Now all of a sudden everybody mad at us. They mad at us now. Oh, we the biggest. We race baiting, or we being racist. Oh, what that Umar say? Oh, ain't nobody gonna tell me you can't say I come from Africa. Ain't nobody saying that. Only you saying that shit. And motherfuckers that think like you. God damn, Dr. Umar, man, come on, man, with that bullshit, man. Let's move on, y'all.
Our movement to counteract the negativity of these movements we're discussing is going to be the DAFA movement. DAFA, descendants of African freedmen in America. Remember, Loom, after freedom came, we were known
So
as...
he's just trying to start a whole new movement because you disagree with some of the shit. Dr. Umar, I didn't stop fucking with you or go totally crazy of disrespecting you. And I ain't never say I don't agree with a lot of shit that you say. Some shit that you cross lines with, like you doing now, you are showing the division. Instead of saying, look, I respect what them brothers over there doing. I disagree with some shit. I would want to work with those brothers so we can unify. That's what you should be talking about. But nah, you're talking about how the grievance that how mad you, well, not mad, but you disagree with more. Oh, I understand the concept. Anybody can say that bullshit. But you're showing division. And that's the issue with our people as a whole. Regardless if you're from America, you a Black American or not. That's the problem with our people. That's why we keep being disrespected. I'm not trying to hear this bullshit. Not trying to hear this bullshit from Dr. Umar. That's why I'm not a part of any of their groups. I support them. That's why I'm not a pro-Black nigga. I support you because I understand the agenda. But ain't none of you niggas want to come together. All you want to do is tear each other down because it's the difference of what your movements are. That's not what Martin and Malcolm died for, nigga. They was getting ready to come together. And that's why the fucking American government killed them. Both. Not killed them, assassinated them. One by a white man and the other one by his own. But it still was from the white man. So, listen, Dr. Umar, you talk all that good shit, but you ain't unifying shit. All you doing is showing division. Nobody got to agree with your shit. Now you want to start a whole new, I guess it's your whole new movement. Okay, cool, bro. I support that. That's cool. I agree with a lot of shit that you say. But I don't have to agree with everything for us not to unify. And number one thing is always going to be a no-no for me. If you keep on acting like people like the Stephen A. Smith and the Candace Owens are still our people when they're selling us out in real time and ain't no consequences for them because the white races love them. So the consequences got to come from us. Because, like you said, they Black. I'm not giving them no pass because they Black. What type of shit is that? Nah, nigga, you tripping. Anyway, let's move on, y'all.
Be the DAFA movement. DAFA, descendants of African freedmen in America. Remember, Loom, after freedom came, we were known as what? Freedmen. That was a legal classification. We were the freedmen. My 3 times great-grandfather George fought in the Civil War. My 4 times great-grandfather Steve fought in the Civil War. My cousins Lewis and Charles, the sons of Frederick Douglass, fought in the Civil War. I'm a descendant of freedmen who fought to keep this country from being divided. And we have rights as freedmen, so we're fighting as descendants of African, not no American. You ain't never putting that no title, no organization of mine. Descendants of African freedmen in America.
From help with appointments and transportation to free wellness classes.
Of African freedmen in America.
And this is why a lot of black people don't take Dr. Umar serious. This is the part of the reason why. Dr. Umar is one of those dudes that is very highly intelligent. Very highly intelligent. He has the history of his ancestry to back it up, right? Of his persona. But nigga, you ain't listening. You trying to tell people what they gotta be representing, right? Not the core of who we are, right? Because listen, we're not talking about some shit. You're on a different level of experience and education and history as a history buff. We're trying to get young folks to get this shit of what we're trying to get, or what a lot of us know. I just don't get it. I don't understand why this nigga and it's just not him. It's Tadib Bashib. It's a lot of them. They just don't get it. They don't get what the fuck they're doing. You separating everybody, but we won't come to a common ground of some shit that all of y'all should agree on. And then the shit that we know as black people. Like, I'm not worrying about other races of people. I'm genuinely not at this point. I'm worrying about us, of allowing certain people in our structure of our people, regardless if they're African or not. The level of disrespect has to stop amongst each other. We can disagree, but we better have some fucking respect for each other. And I think that's what Malcolm and Martin, when they got together, they understood. We ain't gonna always agree, but we agree on these things. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Let me tell y'all something. We only had, and I know it was a lot of people that fought for us and sacrificed their lives, but we only had really maybe about 5 to 10 true leaders of this country. I didn't even say this country, of this war that we dealing with white supremacy. But the two that's always get recognized, once they got assassinated, at that time, it fucked generations of us up. And I'm talking about the motherfuckers that actually, because listen, even in Jim Crow and all that shit, we was never free. We was never free. I don't know what the fuck you call it. Nigga, segregation, that shit ain't being free. How you free? That's why I look at a lot of black folks in politics and, like, you know, get politicians. Well, how you free? How is this the greatest country in the world, and you know that you still have to live up to a certain standards of white supremacy? How the fuck are you free? Ain't none of us free. We just got a lot more rights than we used to have. That's it. That's it. Ain't none of us free. If we in 2026 and you a black person and you still seeing shit around the country, around the world even, let's stick to our country, and you're seeing black people get approached because of the color of their skins, of being in a certain neighborhood, how the fuck are we free? How the fuck are we free when I just seen a video of an unarmed black man get murdered on his own property, and they sick the dog on him, let him keep chewing them up. We free, huh? Listen, you say whatever you want to say about R. Kelly. You want to say whatever you want to say about Diddy. We know motherfuckers in American history that was worse than him. I'm sorry, worse than them. We know there's one motherfucker that was worse than him, worse than them two, put together. Talk about Bill Cosby. I mean, you say whatever you want. But we still have holidays. They still have some of you Negroes still celebrating America. Saying, oh, it's still the greatest country in the world. Who told you that? But Dr. Umar, keep thinking that we're trying to live up to white supremacy because you want to call yourself a foundational black American. Listen, first of all, Negro, we don't give a fuck what white people think. And I support the FBAs because I am one. I'm not the motherfucker that be fully all the way in because they do some fuck shit. I'm not part of the movement, but I'm an FBA. I actually agree. We need to start separating ourselves because nobody respects us. And that is the problem. If you skip over that or whatever you're trying to do or trying to act like that don't exist, but nigga, it exists. And we're tired. Tired of fighting for people that don't give a fuck about us. Tired of fighting for different cultures of people that says that we ain't got no culture. Or they want to steal our culture and pretend that they helped create our shit. Okay, you keep telling yourself that. Look, my brother, we ain't forgot where the fuck we come from. Where we originated, where we genuinely come from. But nigga, you don't get to sit there and tell us that we ain't sick and tired. And we moving the fuck on right now. But anyway, let's move on.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV.
Urban Politicians. I know I had that shit right, but shout out to my brother Ant from Urban Politician TV. Shout out to my brother. He do great shit over there. I love his content. So make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother from Houston.
Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Dr. Umar Compton that jumped out there and is talking out the side of his neck and trying to remix real history and facts once again. And I had a link in the description where you can watch that clip at the beginning in full on Loon's It's Up There podcast. And when you watch the full, I want y'all to check it out. Loon is letting it be known he's not aware of everything. He's even asking a lot of the right questions and then coming from a perspective of the other side of, well, hold on,
what about this? Well, I understand where people will come from with this mindset. So when you see that in full on that platform, his platform, you will see that he's asking some of those questions. And Umar is just talking in circles, playing dumb, playing naive, and trying to remix everything. So going in this direction on that side, then going in the opposite direction.
Right. And that's the problem with Dr. Umar. My brother Ant is right. He right. Like, that's what he's doing. It's like, yo, like, and it's almost like you think, like, and I know he's intelligent enough to know, like, you know, somebody that's smart enough that you know something, but you try to play other people to go along with your bullshit. It's like manipulating something. Like he's manipulating something that he knows that he's talking out the side of his ass. He knows that shit is not fully true, or you giving half truths, or you trying, like he said, trying to remix some shit. Like, tell the whole story, bro. We can still be proud of where we come from, but it was some of our own people that bamboozled us to get on them slave ships. Like, don't act like that ain't real. And listen, and let me say this too. Cause see, this is a part of what I took from that, and it could be me, and maybe ain't a lot of y'all, my people. But for me, I took it, this nigga was trying to make it seem like we the problem. We hating on Africans. Or we don't want to be from Africa. Or we don't understand, we know where we come from, but now we want to cut everybody off from Africa. Like, nigga, what? Nobody said that. If you ever hear the brother Tanib, you ever hear him, he say, listen, he called them tethers, but it's the coons that he's calling. They're coons. So he tell y'all, I know some good brothers and sisters from the motherland, all that shit. I travel. So it's not like that. But what Dr. Umar's trying to do is say, oh, if you're a part of that group, you hate all Africans. You siding with white supremacy in America. Like, nigga, you know that's not true. And then you putting that dumbass narrative out there to fuck somehow black folks up that ain't that educated. And I mean, like, not smart, but like not educated in the FBA, the movement, or even his movement. Or they knowing the history of America or even Africa. Like you're trying to, like, you're intentionally trying to push a stupid ass narrative to fit your movement or your ideology or whatever the fuck you want, nigga. But don't do that. And that's what I don't be liking about Dr. Umar. There's no unification with this nigga. You want to be this leader over here and get everybody to rock with you. Nigga, it don't work like that. Nigga, you gotta sit down with other motherfucking black leaders that may be leading the movement. That's how we unify. Not in this bullshit you doing, nigga. And it's not just you. It's the other sides. It's the new Black Panthers and a whole bunch of these niggas. They want black people to understand what's going on, but y'all niggas ain't about unification. That's our biggest issue as a people, as a whole. I don't give a fuck you from America or not. We don't know how to unify. And that's why we get taken advantage of. That's why we get disrespected. That's why they can come in our neighborhoods and just give choking black niggas opportunities and say, just come over and do this type of dance for me. We'll put you out there. That's why you get the Stephen A's, you get the Candace Owens, and a whole bunch of these niggas. Because of niggas like you're a part of the problem. But anyway, let's move on. Listen to my man Ant a little bit more till we move on to the next subject.
Flip it around and make sense when it don't at all. Even to the point he acknowledged that people in America that are black have been talked bad about by different people that are black from different countries or different immigrants from other countries. So what is the issue here then when they start doing it, Umar? But on top of the fact, let's be all the way 1,000. You don't remix what freedman means, bro. Freedman been meaning what it's been meaning. And as somebody that's from H-Town to know the history of this situation right here, the word freedman been around since the Roman times, right? But it became popularized during the Civil War in America. During that war, and then after that war, when the Emancipation Proclamation happened, all the way down in Galveston, out there, right there, the Civil War was already over. Slaves had been freed for 2 years already, but they didn't know. They didn't have social media at that time. They did not have internet. So they got the word late that they were supposed to be free. They did left Galveston, Texas, and came out here to H-Town. Boy, that's up north from Galveston. Went to 4th Ward, which is called Freedman's Time. That word freedman happened on American soil. So for you to talk bad about people who want to claim America, where they done died at, where they done fought at, stuff that they done built, contributed to for more than half a millennium. Some of the black people in this country were already here before the
right. And see, and that's the problem. Like, yo, you trying to downplay our ancestors in a little bit, in a way. Like, we understand where the fuck we literally come from, right? We look just like them African niggas. But let's just be real too. A lot of us don't. Because a lot of us are mixed. We mix with shit. Because through the slave trade in this country, the cattle slavery, like that's what happened to us. So nigga, you like this whole notion that you like to forget that, almost like trying to forget that. Or try to get people to forget that part. You listen, prime example. And we're gonna move on from this. Because we got all the shit to talk about. Do y'all understand why biracial people have a real hard time fitting in? Do y'all know why that? It's because, nigga, they're not accepted in the black culture in this country or the white culture. So they're probably the most confused motherfuckers. Even when it don't matter, like, they could be white and like, you get what I mean? The people that's biracial. It don't necessarily mean black and white. It could be mean white and Chinese or white or Indian or whatever it may be. Or, you get what I mean? You know why they are very confused people? Because they're not accepted. So when you see a biracial person say, hey, you know what, I'm this. And a lot of us, like, say a biracial person may say, look, matter of fact, Herschel Walker's son. He was on that white supremacist bullshit. But he came to find out, nigga, you a nigga. Came to find out he a nigga. But I guarantee you, the reason that he was self-hating is because of that white race. Whatever race that is. Because you can get it from both sides, though. You can get it from being black or white. You can get it. Right? But the difference is, who got the power? Because you know it's good black folks out here. A lot more good black folks that accept biracial children. But them white folks, nah. A lot of them white folks, they mistreat their kids. They love that black dick. Or they love that black pussy. But they don't like them motherfucking kids like that. After a while, They don't like they gotta, because you gotta think about it. They gotta take them kids around their racist ass parents. That's the difference. You got a token nigga to be okay with that. But your kids, oh, it's different. It's different. You talk about children that got to grow up in that shit. Regardless if they biracial. Now imagine that. Listen, I told y'all, even in the DR, where my dad's side of the family is really from, we went back there like a long time ago. Shit, over like 30 years or some shit like that. Maybe 20-something years or something like that. Probably longer than that, probably like 30. I was a kid when I went, but and when dad, it was a different. I told you, my dad is dark skinned. My dad is dark skinned. Right? My grandmother is probably about my complexion. No, my grandma's dark. No, she's dark. But I'm only part of like brown skinned the way I am, and not as dark as I probably supposed to be, is because of my mom's side of the family. There's a lot of them are part Cherokee, Native American, and the other half is black people that already was here, right? Some came from slave trade. It was a lot of fucking, like, you know what I mean? Immigration, you know, that type of shit. Inclusion, put it that way. Or fucking. And there's some white shit on that side of the family as well. Right? From, you know, slave owners and shit, raping some of my ancestors back then. Like, you get what I mean? So it's not like it's more complicated on that side of on my mom's side of the family than my dad. I know exactly where a lot of them come from. Come from the islands, right? Dominican Republic. Listen, when we went there, it was a different. They treated me mad different. The light side of the family. The dark side of the family was in the trenches, right? We would call it trenches, right? When we went to go visit other family members that was lighter than us, but they was family, looked exactly like us, and they was just lighter than us. They live in a whole fucking different part of the Dominican Republic. Listen, I experienced that shit when I was a kid. So listen, this whole notion people want to sit around and play around with race and act like it don't matter, it does. Colorism matters. It does matter. So when you see certain black people, you like, you black. But if they lighter than you, matter of fact, I played the video with the girl that was from Haiti. She's not light like that for no apparent reason. She's mixed with white. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, like, when you see real light-skinned people like that, or they lighter than even me, right? Because I'm brown-skinned, right? Bro, that's because they mixed with something. Me, myself, is mixed with something. If you see a motherfucker my complexion, they mixed with something. They're not fully all the way black or African. You see dark-skinned African people, they ain't mixed with shit. They mixed with African, nigga. Anybody that ain't dark-skinned, they're not fully African. Slave trade was going around, people fucking each other for a long time. Before we was even a blip on a fucking spectrum. So when you see dark-skinned black folks, just telling you, come from something different. But they listen, I always tell people, it's a period of time where black, dark-skinned people got treated mad different. Especially in this country. Light-skinned people or brown-skinned people like me got treated a little different than dark-skinned black folks. Which we all won, but it was a difference. And it been happening for hundreds of years. It ain't been just this last 100 years. No, that shit been happening. Listen, even when you see a lot of these people, like these brown-skinned, light-skinned people that speak out, or you see them and they light-skinned, or they brown-skinned. They mix with, somehow in a way, they mix with something. When you see a dark-skinned black African person, nigga, they African. Ain't nothing mixed with them. Nothing. Nothing mixed with them. And I always tell people this all the time. I never got disrespected from a dark-skinned black African person or anybody from the motherland or different other continents. Never. I always get disrespectful motherfuckers that look skin complexion like mine or lighter. I never get disrespected from dark-skinned people from different African continents. Ever. It be these half-breed motherfuckers. And if you want to even say me, I'm a half-breed in a way. But I always get disrespected from a half-breed. That's just like me. That's usually what you get. You run into dark-skinned African people. Listen, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's a difference. They try to play these games and shit. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. And they don't want to see color. They don't want to act like it's a reason why some of these niggas, these Negroes out here, regardless what continent you from or what country you from, these brown-skinned motherfuckers like me or lighter than me is a part of the problem. Because they mix with shit. I don't have problems with dark-skinned brothers and sisters. I genuinely don't. Just being real. Give me 1 second, y'all. We're going to move on to the next subject. Give me 1 second. All right, people, I'm back. Yeah, I always say that. Like, I actually, like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, my attraction for women is very, I love dark-skinned women. like as far as my attraction to dark-skinned women. I'm really attracted to dark-skinned women. Because see, my skin complexion is almost like if I stay in the sun too long, I'm gonna get their complexion or come close to it. When I'm out of the sun, I'm probably about this complexion. Honestly. That's why I can survive in the heat. But I prefer the winter, believe it or not. And I was born in the summer. But like I said, just imagine, sometimes it depends where you come from too, far as black people. If you grew up in like a sunny atmosphere or a part of the world, you adapt. You can adapt to it. But if you don't really come, like if you got like seasons and shit, like you know what I mean? A lot of people can't adapt to certain shit. Shout out to my brother talking in the middle. What's up? Everybody can't adapt to that. Everybody can't adapt to the cold. Everybody can't adapt to the summer. It just depends where you're from. But we know this for sure. Even if white people grew up in the sun, they or a part of a certain atmosphere, they can't adapt to sun like that because they don't have no melanin. That's why if you see even light-skinned people, it's very hard for them to adapt to the sun. They got to put sunscreen on. They peel like white people. Black people just get ashy in the sun. We don't peel. Like dark-skinned people, they don't peel. They just ashy. Me, myself, I don't peel. I'm going to tell you where I peel at. When I do peel. I peel in the winter. I get more ashy in the winter than I ever get when I'm in the summer. I never get ashy in the summer. Because I have that melanin in me. I have melanin in me. So I don't peel in the summer. But I peel in the fucking winter. Because that ain't our shit. Nigga, we from the continent. Nigga, like at our core, that's where we from. But nigga, Anyway. Let's move on, y'all. Thinking about what next topic we get into. Who we got up here? We got Trump and got Corey Holcomb. We did Dr. Umar. Guerrero. Let's do the Guerrero shit. Because he really pissed me off. Let's get him. Listen, and I went after my people first for a reason. Not to give a fuck too much what white supremacists think and say, but I did it because I don't want them coming in and be like, oh, you never go to your people and all that other shit. Nigga, I go to my people all the time. It's not on a consistent basis that you may want me to do to make my people look bad. I'm not a coon. I'm not a sellout. And I'm not going to disrespect my people. Like, even like with this shit with Dr. Umar, I didn't disrespect him. I just said this nigga's bugging. He tripping. Nigga, I highly disagree on certain things. But at the end of the day, I understand what he's saying. We all probably have the same idea. It's just doing it different. And I just don't like that we don't unify. That's my issue. And all black people ain't the same. We don't all got to think the same. And that's what white people think. But anyway. And they think all the culture is the same too. All black people got the same culture. Bullshit. I don't know one thing that we do know as black people, wherever we from, white people has been racist to us. Don't know fuck where they from, what culture. We know white people has been racist to us. It's a fact. But anyway, let's get into this Geraldo shit. He tried to sit there and defend Trump. He got mad at the Democrat Party. Some of the Democrat Party, or just got mad at the whole Democrat Party, because that's how they do now. But that they didn't show up for the State of the Union shit with Trump. I don't even know what to say about Chris Cuomo no more. I believe Chris Cuomo is an undercover bigot. I believe that. But at his core, who he really is, he a corporate man. He's a drifter. He's like, whatever gonna make me successful, where I gotta stand, I'm gonna find a way. He's one of those motherfuckers. He's like a Stephen A. Smith. But he's just, Italian? White European, same shit. But anyway, let's get into what Geraldo said. It's some bullshit.
You're having your party. You're having
5 minutes. 5 minutes after the Midas Touch stream started, there were 100,000 people watching the waiting screen. The waiting screen had 100,000 people watching.
I think I got it.
alternative halftime show.
There we go.
For Midas Touch to put on an opposing live stream. And I didn't expect.
Listen, shout out to Midas Touch. I actually subscribe to them. I like them. Y'all need to go subscribe to them. The problem I be having, and this no disrespect, because they probably good white folks. The problem I'm having with a lot of these progressive movements is that I don't see no black folks there. I don't see black folks there. I honestly, just because the white supremacists on the right want to get rid of DEI or inclusiveness or whatever they are. You white liberals can't stop that. You're supposed to push that more. And I don't see enough black folks. Young Turks did do it, right? You started to see it was a lot of different minority groups there, but then they switched up. You see, they went back to their bigotry. Because soon that dude that pays for them came in, they switched up Anna, all of them. They started saying some weird shit. Her and Jake, they're like, what the fuck y'all on? Midas Touch, I love what y'all do over there. I'm not disrespecting y'all, but I'm just saying I need to see some more color folks over there. I need to see more black folks and other minority groups. I don't see enough of y'all. They ain't got their shows. I don't see enough. You know what I mean? And I love what they do over there, but listen, I can support something and critique it as well. It's just like America. I could support the country, right? Like, represent my country, but I can critique it. And I don't have to support it as a high level as the next person do. And you can't tell me how much I can critique it more. Because shit is wrong here. And that's the problem with racist white people. They want to tell other motherfuckers you can't critique your country when there's so much, especially with people experience, especially black people. You can't tell us what we can't critique. We critique whatever the fuck we want about America, motherfucker. Oh, you got some money. Fuck, I work for it. My ancestors died for me to get that money. Any athlete you see, other than the sellout coon niggas, any athlete you see or celebrity you see, they work hard for it. Unless they're a coon, they work hard for it. And the difference is, too, whatever occupation we in, we're talented. We're more talented than white people in this country. That's a fact. Y'all not more talented than us. There's less of us, and we're better, overall better than y'all. Entertainment-wise, occupations-wise, we're better. Y'all choose your legends. Y'all choose your legends. We don't. Our legends get chosen. That's a fact. That's why I always get upset. Like, I never respect somebody that support Donald Trump, but they supported Charlie Kirk too. And then try to pretend that they ain't no racist or bigot. Like, first of all, nigga, Martin Luther King, we didn't make Martin Luther King the face of black people or the civil rights era. He was chosen. Not just from black folks. He was chosen. Some motherfuckers from our people just get chosen. When we talk about Michael Jackson, nigga, ain't nobody in the black community was like, oh, listen, you don't think it's somebody that comes from the black community that we know that's probably like more talented than or somewhat on that level as Michael Jackson, talent-wise. You don't think that? We know that. But Mike got chosen. And I'm not trying to disrespect Mike's legacy. I'm just saying Mike got chosen. And people got to understand impact. You don't think it was somebody that was more talented than fucking Martin Luther King? Or niggas put a lot more work or put his exact same work as Martin Luther King? No, nigga. He was chosen. He had all the attributes, but he was chosen. It was something special. It's an it factor. That's all we saying. Certain motherfuckers got that it. You can sit there and hate, come up with why he ain't that or that. Nigga, we know who Martin Luther King was, nigga. We know who Malcolm X was. We know who Michael Jackson is, nigga. We know who Tupac is. I don't give a fuck about you niggas talking about your he didn't rap like that. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Pac was chosen. He had that it. And ain't none of your favorite rappers have that it factor. That is a fact. It is certain niggas that got that it factor. I don't give a fuck how much they sell. It's like Michael Jordan. You love LeBron James all you want. I love Kobe Bryant all I want. Michael Jordan is an it factor. His it factor is bigger than Kobe's. It's bigger than LeBron James. That's just a fact. This is a fact. I'm not going to sit and keep playing these stupid-ass games with people. Motherfuckers are who they are because they have that it factor that nobody else has. That's just a fact. Listen, it ain't no dude that was a bum or wasn't exciting or intelligent enough or whatever the occupation was, and you be like, oh, he just got that it. Prime example. Look at Donald Trump. What it factor did Donald Trump has? What's the it? He has no it factor. Nothing. He's privileged. He was privileged before he came out the womb. I'm trying to understand. Like all you trust, but y'all kissing his ass. I get it. You're in a coat. I get it. Trump don't have an it factor. It's nothing it about him. It's nothing. It's not be like, oh, that's what that is. No, it's not that. Trump is not likable. People around him can't stand him. I'm telling y'all that. Listen, you think I'm lying. I don't wish death on Trump or no shit like that. But I'm going to tell y'all some real shit. When Trump dies, right? Because he going to die. I ain't wishing death on the man. All of us going to die. But the day Trump died, he's not going to be remembered like y'all think. All you stupid MAGA people, y'all dumb as shit. Remember I told you about Charlie Kirk? Remember I told you? Y'all talked about it for a couple of weeks. Ain't nobody talking about that shit. Charlie Kirk ain't going down in history. For what? They might talk about motherfucker here, there, in spurts. But remember, all the news was about Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Listen, we know that Jesse Jackson did more for this country than Charlie Kirk did. They ain't even talking, nobody ain't talking about Jesse Jackson at all. They had his tribute. They denied them from the shit from the rotunda or whatever. And nigga, ain't nobody gonna talk about Jesse Jackson to maybe about his funeral. And then at his funeral, they ain't gonna talk about it no more. Because listen, as a black person, I love Jesse. Jesse one of our goats. He one of them. But nigga, I'm not forgiving what we heard on that hot mic that you said about Obama, nigga. That shit stuck with a lot of black folks. And we know Jesse got older and shit like that. It's like Muhammad Ali. When Muhammad Ali, everybody kept saying, oh, it was wrong for people putting Muhammad Ali out there like that and shit like that. That's why we respect Muhammad Ali, his legacy of being seen. He has to know. Generations got to know who the fuck he is. They didn't do that with Jesse. Jesse got sick, whatever happened. And then, like I said, Jesse ain't been the same of his legacy when he hated on Obama. That's real talk. People, I can't even listen. And maybe because I'm not on social media like that, but I probably would see some shit. I didn't hear about the Obamas giving Jesse, showing them love, and they probably did, but I didn't see it. And a part of it is because, a lot of it is because Obamas are low key. They're not like on social media like that. So when they speak, they speak. Even though Michelle Obama, former First Lady, has a podcast with her brother, outside of that, she's not really tweeting and doing shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember a subscriber say, Kenny, you be bigger, yo, you be on social media like that. You be on Facebook, Twitter, all that shit, Instagram, all that shit, TikTok. I said, nah, I'm cool. Come find me. That's what I tell subscribers. That's why I appreciate my subscribers. You have to come find me, or somehow you ran into some shit of me, or somebody told you about me. And I'm good with that. But I'm not going to, like, I don't have to sell myself. I'm who the fuck I am. I don't got to sell my fucking. It's like, I feel like sometimes you be selling your soul. And listen, sometimes you got to promote shit. I get that part. But as far as what I'm trying to do, I genuinely care about people overall. But number one, I say number one is about my people. I care about my people first. But I can't say that because I care about humanity. So my first shit is caring about humanity. Care about people. I'm a human being. The second is about my people. So I don't have to, tap dance for that. I don't have to shuck and jive for that. I don't have to, I don't feel like I have to do that. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you understand what I'm saying, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I get it. I understand it. Understand that you don't get it. Like, that's the crazy shit about it. I actually understand that people that don't get it. No, that ain't my vibe. I get it. Everything ain't my vibe either. I get it. Anyway, let's move on.
I think to get this heated, that's what I mean by accidentally, but it did, and it was very satisfying, and you should watch until the end. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe below, and thank you all.
Minutes away from President Trump's State of the Union, we know that more than 50 Democrat members of Congress are going to boycott, including Senators Adam Schiff, Chris Van Hollen, Ron Wyden.
No, mind you, people, it's not that this shit never has happened before, but I don't think as many. I would prefer motherfuckers don't even show up than to be sitting there disrespecting the president, right? In that moment, because that president, regardless of what you think of Trump, he's representing the country. Even though we think he's a despicable person, a lot of us, right? But I'd rather for them not to show up than to be sitting there in the crowd, boo, and all that shit. I ain't like that shit when it happened to Biden. So I don't like that shit when they sit in the audience, even this shit with Trump. I don't like it. I just genuinely don't. Excuse me. I don't really like that shit. It makes us all look bad as a country. Because we can do that shit on our spare time. But I get that. But I'd rather people don't show up if you're going to act that way. And I'm not saying they're wrong if they boo and all that. So I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that's not the time and the place for that. But if it happens and you want motherfuckers to come there, then okay, cool. It's supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen. Let's move on.
Members like Jamie Raskin, Seth Moulton, Eric Swalwell. Kind of reminds of the Super Bowl alternative halftime show. But that's it's kind of a protest thing, but a little different than what we expect from our politicians, or no? So the event.
Listen, I think I get what Chris Cuomo is saying. The problem with that is that that's a sporting event, right? That's a little different. But at this point, what really is the difference? I told y'all people keep trying to pretend you shouldn't bring politics into shit. Politics is in everything. Politics is your life. If you got enough politicians to take away your fucking health care, then that matters in your fucking life. And then you got politicians out there talking like they not getting rid of it. They cutting you off your shit in line and saying, oh, it's the immigrants. It's fucking up our health care. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is way more Americans than it is illegal immigrants in this country. And that's not fucking up our fucking shit. The statistics don't even show that. Listen, I tell people this. You can eliminate this healthcare shit if you do two things. universal health care for everybody. Now, certain special surgeries, that's different. Then you might gotta pay a little something. You know what I mean? But just basic universal health care? Oh, nigga, we should all have that. We should all have that. That's how you get rid of all this bullshit. But, you know, this country don't want to do it because both parties work for the corporations. Both parties do. And they get, you know, they get corporate money from them. They get money from them. So that's why we couldn't have, until we get rid of, into one party. I just say one party. You get one party to get rid of corporations. Right? Like you get a party that'll be like, all right, listen, I understand the medical shit, I get that. And you figure out, like, yeah, we still let y'all research and make shit up. We give you grants, all that, but you're not going to hike prices up. You're not going to do this. Like it has to be rules and regulations, but we don't do that in this country. We let these motherfuckers take our money to research to see if some shit works. And then let's just say the shit worked. You're talking about billions of dollars. We're not talking about no $100,000 or some shit like that. Nigga, we're talking about billions. We're not even talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars that they take from the American people for these corporations to research, to create some shit. And it could be good. I get it. To help people. I understand that. But then when they figure out that the shit works, they hike the prices. After the weed and paid into it. They're getting paid while they are doing all their experiment shit with our money. How the fuck does that make sense? But anyway, like I said, I'm going too deep. I'm going past people here. They don't really get what the fuck going on in America. But anyway, let's move on. And this is why you... Never mind. Let's move on.
Of halftime show. But that's, well, it's kind of a protest thing, but a little different than what we expect from our politicians, or no? So the event tonight is called the People's State of the Union. This is the Democrats' alternative, sponsored by Move On and the Midas Touch Network. Is this the right move? Let's discuss with a member of the Midas Touch Network, Adam Mockler, and News Nation correspondent at large, Geraldo Rivera. Here's the part I don't get, Adam.
And listen, and let me say this too. Trump intentionally tried to break the record because he's so fucking insecure as a man. As a 70-something grown-ass man. You don't have to live the life of nobody else's. You just live your life. Yo, you rich, bro. You got generational wealth. Your kids is fine. Your grandkids is fine. But he's so insecure as a man that he wanted to go over the time limit of any other president that ever took that long to do a State of the Union shit. Situation. He genuinely, intentionally did that. Like, that's a fact. I know he did that for a fact. He wanted to be the first that ever did it, or, he wanted to be remembered. But Trump, and I say this all the time to everybody, I don't give a fuck who you is. You can be famous or not famous. You will be forgotten. That's just life. That's just life. And I think a part of who Trump is, I think he kind of get it a little bit, because that's why he's going to these extremes of doing what he's doing, putting his name up. He in DC, he basically saying, nigga, I own DC, I'm DC. Like, that's what he's doing. He got his pictures up everywhere. Like, he's like, Trump, he's doing it the wrong way. I put it that way. You want people to honor you, right? Even people that maybe disagree with some of your shit, be like, well, he still was a good man, though. I didn't agree with anything about him, but he was a good man. Or he was a good person. Like, nobody's saying it about Trump. And even, listen, even the people that kiss his ass, all you Trump people, you have to be just as horrible as he is. And you know he's horrible, and you're pretending that he's not. But you know this dude ain't worthy for none of this shit to be remembered. This motherfucker is going to go down as the worst person in the modern day. And I mean, and we have some fucked up people. I'm just going to throw out two for you. George Bush was horrible. He was a horrible person. His daddy wasn't shit. Shit, you didn't even say that about Bill. Bill wasn't shit. Ronald Reagan. Come on, bro. The president before him, and these people wasn't good people like that. They was horrible people. But in the modern day, 21st century, Trump is going to go down as the worst president ever. And he knows that. So he want to put his name on shit. He want people to remember him and all that other shit. When he didn't even work for it. He just bullied himself. He's bullying at this point. You ain't even letting the people speak for you. You're just bullying. You're like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Oh, they saying it? Fuck them. I'm still gonna take that. I'm put my name on this. Hey, nigga, you can't get this unless you like Trump. Or, I give you this, but you gotta put my name on this. That's what Trump is doing. He's not a good person. He's the worst fucking politician or president in the last. And there was some fucked up people before him, but he's the worst. And that's what his legacy gonna be. He keep thinking that all this shit he doing gonna make his legacy be something. Your legacy gonna be trash. Trump is in the time of making himself feel good about himself, but after this shit is over, you gone, motherfucker. Nobody gonna give a fuck about Trump. We gonna move the fuck on from you. You are shit. You are trash. You have fucking listen. I told y'all how bad this country was gonna be 10 years ago. I told y'all listen. It's gonna take about 2 decades before we can fix this shit. Or what he did by him even being elected. I told y'all that shit when he first got elected, his first term. I told you it's going to take about 10 to 20 years. I wasn't even thinking about if he got elected again. Well, no, I did. I said if he got elected again, it might be longer than that. Because he has made the crooked people in this country, the bad people in this country, to think of being horrible and bad and treating people wrong is okay. He made the worst people in this country feel like they good people. It's okay to mistreat others. That's on a humanity level. I ain't talking about politics. I'm just talking about on a humanity level. That's how bad Trump is. But I tried to warn y'all. Listen, all this shit that's happening, I depicted this shit almost 10 years ago. I told y'all what was gonna happen. And I've been right. That's why the motherfuckers that rock with me, that y'all see that fuck with me, they still here, because everything I said wind up happening. I mean, we had different shows, different people. We had OBF, all this different shit. Opinion about it. We had all that. All them different shows. I said this shit. And my prediction was right. It wasn't even a prediction. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was. Because you got to have some type of humanity about yourself to move around in this life. And if you do not have that, then, yeah, all right, yeah, you'll fuck a lot of shit up. I'm going to fuck with occupation or fucked up situation you in. If you don't have no humanity, you're going to fuck everything up. No morals, no principles. It is what it is. Let's go back. There we go.
Move on and the Midas Touch Network. Is this the right move? Let's discuss with a member of the Midas Touch Network, Adam Mockler, and News Nation correspondent at large, Geraldo Rivera. Here's the part I don't get, Adam. What is the sell on, I don't even want you to listen to the President of the United States as he presents his concerns to the United States people and the Congress? How do you sell that?
Listen how he presented that. Oh, the Democrats that didn't show up and they did some other shit with the Midas Touch, they did some other shit. We don't even want you to listen to the president. That's not what happened. But you see the narrative, how what Chris Cuomo was doing that, like this nigga, you are gone. But Chris Cuomo, I don't have no respect for you anymore. But I'm just saying, like, yo, dude, you gone, bro. Nobody came protest nothing. That's a protest to a fucking wannabe dictator. Why you keep acting like the norms are the norms? See, this is my problem with these goofy motherfuckers. Ain't no norms in this country. This nigga broke all the norms. His second term, he broke all the norms. The first time, he broke about half of them. But this time, he broke all the norms. Ain't no norms. What the fuck you want? And when we start kissing asses to people that want to be a dictator, I thought America hated dictators. Chris Cuomo, that's what you all spoke about when you was on CNN when they was paying you millions of dollars, you bitch ass motherfucker. For you decided to support your fucking accused sexual assaulter brother. All of a sudden, you go down a whole crazy-ass road. You and your brother. Y'all was against Trump. All of a sudden, Trump donate, support you, try to go against Mondani in New York. Like, what the fuck? Chris Cuomo, get the fuck out of here, you bitch ass. You fucking sellout. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go back. Oh, shit.
Listen to the President of the United States as he presents his concerns to the United States people and the Congress. How do you sell that to people?
It's very charitable to say that Donald Trump would be listing his concerns to the American people and not just airing out his grievances and lying for 2 to 3 hours. Here's my response. Unprecedented moments demand unprecedented responses. The tariffs that Donald Trump put on, those have been unprecedented. The way that ICE is deployed to cities across the country, unprecedented. Trump's war against the Supreme Court that he just started, very unprecedented. I mean, he called for the arrest of the governor of my state, J.B. Pritzker. So if you're going to argue that Democrats are doing something unprecedented, then that's just not convincing to me. I think that Democrats shining a light on people like the Epstein victims or people who lost their health care or some of the small businesses that were ruined by said tariffs is a good use of time. It's a good use of the attention.
Mind you, he said, and this is what Trump said, He said the Epstein files is a hoax. Okay. So what that means to those victims, you think we lying. Imagine that. That women that was children being sex trafficked, sexually assaulted as children and women. And this, the president of the United States tell you it's a hoax. Okay, but you know, MAGA think, you know, that's okay. Like I said, listen, I can just imagine how a lot of them probably is molesting their own children, or okay with other motherfuckers molesting their children. They probably take the coach side over their child being molested. It's just allegations. Coach was great. He's been a great man in the community. My daughter's a liar. That's what a lot of these motherfuckers are saying. Because a lot of the times, if your daughter, if she tell you, or a woman tell you that a man sexually assaulted, I'm not saying 100% they right, but listen, they're about 90%, they're 95% right about what happened to them. It's that 5%, and it might be 10, right? But come on, man. If my daughter came to me and told me that she got sexually assaulted, nigga, I take that very seriously. Of course I want to know what happened. Of course I would. And if I start getting evidence to find out that you sexually assaulted my daughter, nigga, I'm already plotting to kill you. Ain't a threat. It's just a promise. As a matter of fact, it ain't even a promise. That's what I will do to you. So I'm not one of those people. My daughter came and said she had sexually assaulted, nigga. What? Fuck. Who sexually assaulted? Who touched you? Who? What? And if I find out that you did that, I don't give a fuck about the law. Now, my wife would. She would care about all that shit, but I wouldn't. Nigga, I go on demon time after that. Nigga, listen. At that point, nigga, listen. I don't need no hood niggas. I don't need nobody. At that point, nigga, I'm going to kill you. I'm plotting to kill you. Right there. The more I get evidence and I know that you did what you did to my kid or any woman I know, oh, nigga, I kill you. Oh, I kill you. Oh, nigga, I'm plotting to kill you. And it ain't no it's as about it. Motherfuckers be talking. People talk. Oh, what they would do and all that other shit. No, nigga, ain't no talk for me. That's what I will do. Ain't no talk about it or what I would do. No, it's what I will do. Fuck wrong with you? That's why you got these goofy ass fucking Republicans sitting out there, because a lot of them are okay, or people that's okay if siding with Trump and shit. Like, nigga, I'm not siding with no motherfucking dude that get on a national platform and say, oh, me and my daughter, the thing that we have in common is sex. Right there is a red flag. You ain't got to be a politician to say that. Or a motherfucker trying to run for something. I don't give a fuck who you are. No grown-ass man that's a father that would say that about their child. That's what we got in common. Sex. Oh, and if she wasn't my daughter. What? And you Trump supporters sitting around talking about 401ks. what he can do for the economy. Health insurance. Okay, cool. Okay. Listen, people, this is why I said morally. These Trump supporters, I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, man. You are okay. You just, like, they ignore what I just said, that this man sat out his mouth before he even ran for president. He called the first black president, said that he questioned his citizenship. So niggas, motherfuckers sitting out here now in 2026 talking about, well, we got to question like you seeing what happened to the Mexicans. Nigga, we, as a black person, we seen this already. He questioned the first black president of being a citizen. So all you foreign stupid some motherfuckers, or all you different races of motherfuckers that's getting caught up in this ICE shit, motherfucker, we been new. He did it to us already. He did that shit to Barack. And that man is a mixed breed. He is white and black. Even if, so you're saying his mama ain't from America? A white woman? It wasn't about that. It was about that black part. His father from being from Africa. And all of a sudden, white people all of a sudden, and like, why Trump? Like, I can't believe he's doing this to the immigrants. That's brown and black. Oh my God. All the immigrants. I'm sorry, all the brown people that had family members or husbands or wives that was married to people or friends or family members that was not fully here legally. And the man lied to you and told you, no, we're going to go up the motherfucking criminals and all that shit. You believe that. He did it to the first black president. You know it's illegal. This is how crazy this is. You can't, it's no motherfucker is not a natural born citizen in America that can run for president. Not one. Not one. Obama daddy could not run for president. Obama is a first generational black American. Mixed with white. He's European, however you want to look at it. You have to be born here to run for the fucking presidency. And y'all believe that. Because y'all a bunch of racists. So when a motherfucker that's black like me tell you that you're a fucking racist and you supported Trump on some policy bullshit, you can suck my dick. Ain't about no motherfucking policy. You dumb, stupid son of bitches. Give me. All right, people, I'm back. And I want y'all to understand something. This is why I feel the way I feel about people that voted for Donald Trump. I gave y'all a pass the first time. Even when y'all voted for Trump with the Biden shit, I'm not forgiving y'all. So I don't want to hear Trump supporters talking about, oh my God, he's not doing enough for the economy. You don't give a fuck about racism. I don't give a fuck about your life, motherfucker. You don't die with none of that shit. This is about self-respect. This is about, damn, I want people to know that, no, I'd rather be poor than to be a racist. I'd rather be a homeless person than to be a fucking racist. Ain't enough money in the fucking world to make me to be okay with coonery or racism or bigotry and shit like that. I've been poor already before I even knew a whole bunch of shit that I know about life. I've been poor. The fuck we talking about? No, so miss me with that. The problem is, a lot of you stupid son of bitches, you live in materialistic shit, so you think that I gotta have what everybody else had. Well, they got that over there. Motherfucker got a new lawnmower. Why I ain't got that? Oh, it's the economy. No, bitch. It's who you vote for or you don't vote. That's a part of what it is. And you put this racist motherfucker in power and then try to tell me, a black man in America, that you ain't racist. It's just about policy. When I told you his policy don't even add up to what he fucking saying. It's incapable of him of doing that. Because of his credibility, who he was. The man was a con artist. The man owed people money that fixed his buildings and casinos, and he never paid them. You don't change like that. Listen, people, I ain't going to sit here and pretend I ain't never stole when I was in the streets. Yeah, I did. But I wasn't a motherfucker to be like, yo, oh, that nigga Kenny steal. No. That's just some street life shit that happens. He ain't never been a street dude. You getting that shit can screw too. He's supposed to have been a businessman and he stole from people when he didn't have to do that. It's a different when you're in the streets. Anything goes. But I wasn't no nigga known for stealing and taking shit from niggas or anybody. Shit, you want to call people a lie? Yeah, listen. You in the street, everybody lie. But Trump ain't got the lie. He a businessman. And he didn't get it from the ground up. He was handed. That's why when you hear the Trump sons and shit, they come out to, oh, they didn't give us no choice but to go be corrupt. Motherfucker, you start taking foreign money because of who you and your family is, or who your father is. Your father fucked up your legacy because he's a fucking thief, just like his daddy was. His daddy wasn't shit. Well, you can't call Donald Trump a racist. Why not? His daddy was. Who raised him? A racist. His daddy used to go to Klan rallies. You don't think that he taught his sons that? Remember they tell you, if you're black people, it's your father in your home, it makes a good impression of who you is and who you gonna turn out to be, right? Huh? Okay. So if the father ain't there, all right, but the father is there, it helps you out, right? All right. Trump's daddy was there in his life. He was a racist. He went to Klan rallies. Okay. So tell me how he ain't no racist. I thought having the father in the home matters. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it only stands for black people. Wow. All them black Republicans out there buck dancing and cooning, bitch. Trump had his daddy in his life, and his daddy was a fucking racist. Do the history on his daddy, nigga. So quick to sell your ass. You might as well let Trump fuck y'all in the ass, you black Republicans. Let him fuck you in the ass. Just say you like dick at this point. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. The signs was already there. So when these fucking white mega people talk, oh my God, I'm upset at Trump. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Fuck you. Fuck you. The signs was already there. The man was unqualified from the jump. How he's gonna make your life different? The man ain't make his life different other than when he got this second time he came around. Oh, he got rich. And he's stealing from us. And you motherfuckers still, some of y'all still support him. Y'all dumb as shit. Anyway, let's move on.
The American people.
Geraldo, how do you see it?
I think that that is disrespect disguised as being hip. I think that there are 2 days a year when we support the president, regardless of his party. One is when he is inaugurated.
Oh, 2 days we got to respect the president. And then every day that Donald Trump come out and speak, he disrespects half of the country. What are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? Geraldo, such your old 1980 something look that you got. You got the same goddamn look you had from the 1980s. Nigga, it's all about trying to cut that mustache. Your hair is a little different because everybody ain't got hair. Appreciate the hair. Well, grow a goatee or something. Do something. That fucking mustache is trash. Oh, and I'm being petty at this point. Because I ain't really got a problem with his mustache. I really don't. But I'm just being petty. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? You're an immigrant, man. I mean, you're a minority. And like, what you on, bro? Why are you defending white supremacy? But I told you, if you look at Geraldo, he got that light skin. Remember I was saying that shit? He got that light skin. He got that light skin, people. He trash.
There is during the State of the Union address, when, as the Constitution requires, he gives you, he or hopefully one day she gives you what the state of the republic is. And to
First of all, how are you supposed to respect Donald Trump and he don't respect the Constitution? He want to get rid of the Constitution. Like, what are we talking about here? Why are you my problem is with these people, why are you defending some shit that the man already said that he don't give a fuck about? Like, I don't get it. Anyway, let's move on.
Yes, that because the president lies, you're going to boycott the State of the Union. Really? That when the president lies, what president? The Republican, the Democrat? Don't politicians bend facts constantly, particularly?
Well, Geraldo, that's what we're talking about. Politicians lying. And we keep supporting people's lies. That's the problem with politicians. That's why politicians are very unpopular in this country. Because they lie on both sides. That's the fucking issue, you ignorant son of a bitch. But we don't give them, we don't keep supporting them because it was so much of the decorum or the history of this shit. They already broke it. And how about we move to something new that where the politicians tell the fucking truth about shit? You want to stay with the old status. Yeah, all the politicians, they lie. They all tell half truths, but we still got to show respect to them. But no, we don't. No, we don't. Listen, you love your mama. You love your daddy. They hierarchy over you. Facts, right? At a certain point, when you get to a certain point in your life, if you know your daddy is a liar and your mama is a liar and it harms you, do you continue to be like, well, you know what? You know, once or twice a year, Mother's Day, Father's Day, I still got to show some love to them. When it brought harm to you, what the fuck is he talking about, man? And what the fuck is wrong with some of you people? Listen, I love my mom from afar, but my mom is a habituous liar. My mom literally beat me, and she allowed other people to beat me when I was a kid and still lie about it. Fuck that. We ain't family no more. That goes with family members. You support it? You act like that shit is okay? No, it ain't okay. Because your kids, if that happened to them, I'd kill one of you. If you allowed that to happen, I'd kill them. If they let that shit happen to their kid, I'd kill them. If my nieces and nephews, godkids, any of my little cousins, that shit happen to them, nigga, I'd kill them. I'd kill their parents, nigga. I stand on that. Ain't a threat. This is what it's going to be. You know, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put y'all on game. Listen, my dad grown, yeah. The one thing about my dad that I don't like, and that's why I don't fuck with him, he never takes self-responsibility. He always act like I'm supposed to get over it because I'm grown and shit like that. We don't never have real conversations. He don't want to have that because it makes him feel a certain type of way. If I did something to a motherfucker, or my kid felt like, or god kid, or my god kids come to me like, you should have been around more. Nigga, I can't like make up some shit, or it was your parents' fault and all that. I should have did better. And they right. I ain't gonna be mad at them. I'm the grown up. And I keep saying I'm mature and I'm better. Nigga, I gotta take responsibility that I wasn't around. My God just say, nigga, you should have been around, nigga. You should have done more. I can give them all my excuses in the world. And I probably would do it out the gate. But then after a while, you listen to your fucking godkids and your fucking nieces. The motherfuckers like, yo, I needed you and you wasn't there. You don't get to ignore that from them. I don't give a fuck how old they are. You older than them, ain't you? You the fucking uncle. You the OG. You their godfather. Or the godmother. What the fuck is people on? The grown-ass adults in the room don't want to be adults. They're trying to pretend, oh, it's the kid's fault. No, bitch, it's your fault. It's your fault. Because you know better. And then they try to sit out there, well, I'm the parent. I can do what you listen, you might ain't one shit then. As a motherfucking a parent or a godfather or a godmother. You probably wasn't shit. And it's showing now that you ain't shit. Stop pretending that you motherfuckers acting like you bigger than what you are. You not. You trying to blame the young folks for your fucking ignorance. You know what you've been through in life, but you damn near doing the same pattern of what happened to you. Fuck out of here, man. Listen, I told everybody, listen, I said this shit to my wife one time. And I mean this. Ain't nobody in my fucking family can call me about anybody else dying. And you know why? it's because some fat nigga. If it ain't about my nieces and nephews, godkids, or my little cousins and shit, nigga, I don't give a fuck about the rest of y'all, nigga. Because y'all ain't shit. We supposed to be unified as a family. But we don't get to do that because you motherfuckers been fucked up and ain't grown. You're still the same motherfuckers. Some of them got a little money. Some of them prosper in life a little bit, and they think they better. And forget where the fuck you come from, and to forget what you did amongst the family. Like you was this great motherfucker. No, we all did fuck shit. We all didn't handle ourselves well. But if we grow as individuals and we know what we did was wrong, we come back better. No, not my family. Motherfuckers sit there and act like, he come around, he drink, and whatever. He be on that bullshit. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. Like, niggas, if I was really on that shit, like if I was really out there like that, nigga, I be hanging around you motherfuckers. I don't hang around you motherfuckers. You bring the worst out in me. That's the actual born truth. I don't hang around a lot of my friends because they bring the worst out of them. They bring the worst out of me. Who I used to be. I will fuck, listen, a lot of the shit that they do and say, yo, I'll probably smack shit out of a couple of them, man. I don't play that shit. Like who I used to be, like these niggas, they playing with me, man. But it's okay though. Cause I ain't even on that type of time no more. So you go play that. You stay over the fuck over there. Don't come over here and act like I'm the one tripping motherfucker. You motherfuckers, I try to move on, try to be better. But I don't gotta move on y'all time. You motherfuckers, a lot of shit that they did, yo, they did a lot of fuck shit to me. And the problem is when I talk about it, they get upset. Listen, it ain't even everybody. It's my own fucking father. Anytime I want to talk about some shit, get over it. Okay, cool. Get over it, right? Okay, cool. I get over it. And this is what happens, people. Till you get over it. Okay, fine. Tell my wife, everybody, every time he talk to me, he drinking and shit. Nigga, I drink because I want to drink. I still get my ass up. I go to work. I do what I do. I had a real fucked up life. And you don't even want to acknowledge part of that, but you fucked my life up. Even when I'm sober. Right? Because he like to say I'm not sober when he talk to me. I'm drinking. Okay, motherfucker. If I was that crazy like that, nigga, listen, I always tell people, see, the problem is I think a lot of times, even my wife sometimes, I'll be like, yo, when I was out in the streets, nigga, I was high and drunk all the time. It wasn't a time that I wasn't sober. When I was really out in them streets, I was never sober. I was high on my mind and probably drunk. When I was in the streets. That's honest truth to me. So you motherfuckers is getting a light part of who I was. Even if you think I drank too much or whatever, I don't even smoke weed no more. Like, weed had a lot to do with how I used to think, too. I told you, I used to be mad paranoid smoking weed, even back then. I was mad paranoid. I never, like, for some reason, weed was never some shit that made me calm. Right? So I just smoke weed because this is just the thing to do. But every time I smoked that shit, I was like, and I smoke a lot. That shit made me paranoid, but it almost kept me on guard. It actually helped me because it was, you got niggas as foul niggas around you and shit like that, so you don't trust nobody. See, I'm gonna tell you what weed did for me. It made me not trust people. I was always on guard when I smoked weed. Always. Especially when I got in them streets like that. When I started fucking with my niggas and we was in the streets like that, like, yeah, nigga, I didn't trust nobody. I love my niggas, but I never trust them 100% ever. First of all, you don't trust nobody 100%. That's what I learned in the streets. I learned that from my OG. You nigga, he told me, nigga, don't even trust me 100% because I can kill you. My OG told me that. So, nigga, I don't give a fuck what none of them niggas be talking about. Anyway, motherfucker, you my own dad, nigga. You ain't raised me at all in my whole entire life. And then when I went to go live with that nigga, the first time I ever been arrested, before I even got in the streets, he got me arrested over a woman. And no, I don't want to disrespect her. She was my stepmother at the time. But she wound up cheating on the nigga and all that other shit later. You know, probably was doing it then, but whatever. I don't care. It ain't none of my business to a certain extent. But and that's my youngest sister mom. So I don't want to disrespect her like that, but yeah. She cheated on the nigga. My youngest sister from her mother wound up stealing from my dad, robbed him, took everything out of his fucking house. I never did nothing to this nigga. Never stole nothing from him. But this nigga, he'd get in front of our own family that he was away from for years and pretend that I'm the bad guy. I just need I'll be telling motherfuckers in my family, like, how the fuck is it okay for this nigga come around after he done lost everything? He done got old. And he can come around and pretend that he was there. He did shit. I don't understand that. And like I said, their bond might be different because, like I said, this is my dad's side of the family. So it's a little different. So they might have that bond that I just can't understand. Can't understand. My grandmother had to then lose her mind. Well, not lose her mind, but then it went crazy and was like, nigga, you gotta come get your son. Not get your son, but come get your kids. He didn't want to do it because he was out there taking care of somebody else's kids. And he just had a kid by her too, which is my youngest sister. They're like, nah, I don't want to do that. He didn't want to do it. We go out there. We go. For a year and a half, me and my sister, he abused the shit out of my sister. Facts. Try to fight me, nigga. He fucked me up a couple times, nigga, but after a while, I couldn't take that shit. Our last fight, nigga, I threw that nigga in the closet. Nah, nigga, you can't keep putting your hands on me, man. And nigga, I don't know you, nigga. I used to always tell my dad that, nigga, you don't know me. And I tell him this day, he never knew me. And still this day, he don't know me. And then I'll be asking my family members, I get it, but I don't get it. I was like, yo, this nigga was never around like that. You know this nigga didn't take care of me. Y'all took care of me and the family. How y'all let this nigga slide now? Because he older. Like, I never understand that shit. Listen, I watched my fucking dad. I ain't even gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that be. But my family, yo, I don't understand that about them. And that's why I ain't closer with them no more. I never fuck with them no more, bro. You can't fuck with people that y'all helped raise me. This nigga didn't do nothing for me. But somehow, like, years later, when I'm good, I come from out the shit. When y'all raise me, I'm good. I'm fine. I don't call them and be like, yo, I need this, I need that from y'all. I don't do none of that. With nothing. I don't give a fuck hang around them. I don't do it. But he does it. He come around because what, he old? He get to do that because he old. Never been around there for years. Around the family. Come around. They used to always tell him, nigga, listen, my aunts and them, God rest my aunt, Sheila, sold, and my Chuck, my Uncle Chuck. God rest they sold. They just died in the last 2 years. They used to always tell this nigga, like, yo, you need to go talk to your son, man. You know your son don't fuck with you like that, nigga. You know. And he knew, but he was like, yo, just go talk to your son, man. My aunts, family, they used to always tell him that. He would try. But nigga, how you gonna vibe with a nigga you don't know? And then after, I always tell y'all, I never got arrested a day in my fucking life. I get arrested because he threw me in juvenile. He threw me in juvenile detention. Never, ever. And mind you, I know my mom more than I know this nigga. And I told you, even when I was in street life, my mom would lie to me. My mom was a gangster. That's why it's a certain type of love that I have for my mom. Like, I don't fuck with her, but it's a certain love I got for my mom. If she did some fuck shit to me, I get it. But nigga, my mom ain't never, ever, and I mean ever, would get me arrested. Ever. She wouldn't even be a part of that. And my mom's a crackhead. You know, crackhead is what, nigga, my mom would never do that. Ever. I told you, I keep telling you, my mom's a real gangster like that. Listen, I tell motherfuckers on real talk, my mom, even when she was sober, my mom would never do that to me. So we come from streets. My mom, we come from real, like, people keep acting like my mom is this much older than me, but we come from street shit. Oh, ain't that much older than me. It's like, what, 15, 16 years older than me? Like, nigga, like, and our family was different on my mom's side of the family. Like, these things was gangsters. Not saying it wasn't on my dad's side, but on my side of the family, niggas was gangsters. And so we come from real gangster shit. So it's like, yo, my mom, my mom would never do no shit like that to me. Ever. Even her getting high, she would never do that to me. Ever. Ever sell me out like that. My mom was doing good. If I was doing fucked up, mom say, nigga, get your bitch ass away, man. She'd tell me some shit like that, but she would never send the police on me. Oh, hell no. Well, no, I can't say that. That's a lie. That's a lie. She did do it one time. No, she didn't do that. No, she didn't. Mom, hold on, I gotta ask my wife about that. That one time I did get arrested. I think me and her got into it or whatever. But then, yeah, she did call the police on me one time. Police on me one time. She wasn't getting high and shit like that. So that did happen. I take that back. Yeah, she did do that. I ain't gonna talk to my wife about that because I remember that shit. I had to spend the night in jail. I almost violated my probation because I was on probation for like 6 years. So I almost violated my shit. If I didn't come home, the part about it was that they didn't charge me. Right? The police was like, yo, we just gonna take you away. But I was intoxicated a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. It was like, we just gonna take you away. You know, blah, blah, blah. They locked me up. I sat there for a little minute. I came home. I was terrified because I was on like a 6 year. I think it was 6 years. It was 6 or 8 years. It was 8 years, but I wanted to get off in 6. But a probation. Right, I was on 8 years of probation, and man, I was fucking terrified when I got released. Because actually, I was shocked that I got released. Because when I woke up, Like, you know, not wake up, but you finally like come to shit. Go, I was fucked up that night. And something happened with me and my mom and shit. We got to arguing or whatever. Something happened or whatever. My wife was dead at the time. She wasn't my wife then, but she was my girl at the time. And I don't fully remember what we was arguing about, but it happened. And she called the police on me. It was the only time my mom ever called the police on me. After that, she never did. Even before that, she never did. But she did call the police on me that day. And I think I was probably a little out of control because I was pissed. I don't know exactly what it was, but I remember I was pissed. And so she called police. The police came. They were trying to calm shit down. It wasn't. I don't even think that was that big of a deal, but I was so pissed, right? And then I was so intoxicated at the time, and so it made me even more angry, right? And I remember the police kept telling me like, "Look, we don't want to lock you up and nothing, man. But you know, you wilding out, man. Fuck that bitch and blah blah blah." I was wilding. I was going crazy, and I wouldn't calm down. So see, at that time, I told y'all, like, my wife, back in those days, I was hyper, like I was on another level back then. Like my wife met me, I was kind of out the streets. Like, you know what I mean? But if she'd have met me years before that shit, my wife would never fuck with me. Ever. Ever fuck with me. And that's a credit to her, because I know she wouldn't fuck with a nigga like me if I was a street nigga like that. Like, and how I was acting and how wild I was, so that's a credit to her. I know she wouldn't fuck with a nigga like me. But I was wilding. And I did this shit, whatever. Shit happened or whatever, and I got locked up. I came home the next day, right? Because the police, they didn't charge me, because I think they heard from my mom. She's like, I don't want them, charged. I just want him to calm down. He intoxicated, whatever, blah, blah. And shout out my mom for that, because she wouldn't put no word, because I found out later that's what she did. All right. And I wilded out that night. Actually, no, hold on. No, I wasn't with my wife then. No, I'm sorry. Damn, fucking it up. It wasn't that. It wasn't my wife. I was with my cousin and shit. And that's what happened. I got arrested and shit like that. I got arrested. It wasn't my wife. It wasn't that. I'm thinking about two different things. I'm sorry. Apologize. When I got arrested. But I only got arrested one time when it came to my wife. Well, twice. Not arrested. One time I got detained. The other one was they arrested me. But I was much older then. But this time it happened. My mom, whatever happened, it happened. I got out the next day. So that's why my whole point is, what I'm saying is about my mom. Like, my mom she a gangster, bro. She ain't like that. She was at that set. I probably could listen at that time, because I look back at it a little bit from what I do know, but I can remember. I put it that way, remembering it. I was mad hot, like, honestly, and I was wild then, bro. So imagine my temper then. Like, motherfuckers be talking about my temperament now. Like, yo, my temperament was mad different then. Honestly, I was, woo. My temperament was crazy back then. Crazy. So, yeah, so I get it. But I tell people, sometimes, man, you can't fuck with everybody, man. Everybody ain't your family, man. Listen, I always tell people this too, right? Like, I love my sister. I know what she did for me. I know what I did for her. But sometimes you just ain't in the same space. Like I call my sister, saying what I was going through or trying to connect her, but she couldn't do it. Well, she is, and it took me back to where I was like, oh, she can't be good with me or emotionally connected to me no more. Listen, I love my sister, bro, but she fucked her life up. She gotta work hard. She gotta do some shit when you already turned 40 fucking years old. Because you got 4 or 5 kids. Two of my nieces in their 20s. Grown as adults there. Like, it's crazy, like, but I don't want to shit on them nothing like that, but it's like, yo, like the shit I sacrifice, and they don't even recognize that, but they still wasn't a part of that, and I still ain't that mad about it because I get his life, but they don't even recognize what I tried to do. My own sister can't talk to me though, because I got shit to do. Like, okay, cool. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I know my sister watched my shit. She watched this show. That's why we ain't cool. That's why if I call my sister today, she won't pick the phone up because she's still a little upset. Because she hear what I say here. I don't give a fuck. She know I'm right though. She know I'm right. When I tell you I sacrificed my life for her, she know that. She know that shit. I was sitting there telling my wife a while ago, I say, hey, man, you know why I'm a little fucked up in the mind? Because I did a lot of sacrificing for everybody. I do it now. I'm the firstborn. I'm everything. That grew up in nothing. Grew up in poverty. I grew up in nothing. I grew up in the streets. I was born in this. That's all I know. That's all I see. That's all I understand. So it's hard for me to see shit a lot of times that people see. Because I'm where I am. But I know what I sacrificed for a lot of motherfuckers that been around me. And I'm not talking about just financially. I'm talking about emotionally. Like where I had to, all right, cool. All right, we gotta be this way. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. I hated my dad, man. Literally hated him. Right? But God rest her soul. And she passed away. And I don't want to mention her name, but she passed away and she helped my daughter too. She loved my daughter. That woman loved my daughter. And I love her for that. My daughter used to go out there like, what she did for my daughter, I'll never forget. And I love her for that always. And that's why I went all the way out fucking Syracuse for her. Wasn't about nobody else. It wasn't about that nigga. It's about her. Because I know what she did. My daughter and my wife used to go out there every day to my dad. Well, not her. I mean, not him, but her. He used to go there. She used to go there. Her and my daughter used to go there every time. But I think my wife did that partly for my dad and shit. But it was about her. She was dying. She was sick. Fuck, she was sick. She was dying. How much you want to bet my daughter don't remember though? How much? She don't. And you know why? Because that's part of my own dad fault. That's somebody that meant a lot. But he don't give a fuck about that. He moved on, get us a girl or whatever, And motherfuckers be like, oh, people, Kenny, people deal with death differently. No, you don't forget people like that. Certain people special. And the motherfucker that you fuck with in the future or whatever after that, gotta respect that. She was good people, man. She was good people. She was good people. She was better than my stepmother that he married, that cheated on him and did all the fuck shit that she did to him, created the kid, and the kid stole from him. Actually, it wasn't just my youngest sister, nigga, her whole family, that whole family, stepmother, it was all involved in it, and stole from this nigga, took everything out of his house. Matter of fact, out of his apartment. After he took her, my stepdaughter, my stepsister, not my sister, but my sister, my youngest sister, he took her in and raised her. And the whole time he was plotting to steal from this nigga. Took everything. You know what he didn't do? He didn't call the police. He ain't never called the police, people. He knew that she did that shit. It was witnesses there that said that she was doing it. He never called the police, though. Never got her arrested. She ain't got no record on that. Nothing. But he got me arrested, though. And still to this day, if I want to talk to him about it, we can talk about that's the past. Really? Wow. Excuse me. That's why I don't fuck with that nigga. You ain't my daddy, bro. You're not my father, man. My dad or my father don't pretend that ain't no shit happen when you let a child that you help create with another family steal from you. No, I'm sorry, before she even stole from you, her mother cheated on you. That's why you got a divorce. After she had a brain tumor, all that shit, you let all that shit go. And still would have her back. Or even though you knew she was cheating on you, still let her back, though. Because remember, my wife was there, too, at that time, too. When we knew that shit wasn't all gravy like that. Because the one thing I know when I was out there, at that time, she was my stepmother. My stepmother didn't drink. Nigga, she was out there drinking beer and all that shit with us. Whole time we drinking, my dad ain't drinking at all. You allowed it. But your son, you got a problem with your son. But you ain't never raised. Ever. Right? She got a brain tumor. I get that. I understand that. It's your wife. I get that. I'll never take it away from that. But nigga, okay, cool. Then after that, after that brain tumor, out of that shit, you know what my dad did out of that? Right? He kept stuck with her. He stuck with her. And you know what happened? She wound up fucking with his stepkid's baby father. That's what she did. Start cheating on the nigga. Put it that way. At this point, my dad a goofy. Now, man, mind you, I'm telling y'all all this shit before he did whatever he did to me. After he did what he did to me. This is happening after me. I'm not even in. Like, my dad don't give a fuck about me, nigga. He ain't like, you know what I mean? He ain't gotta raise me. I'm good, nigga. I'm with my wife. Even when I'm talking about with her brain cancer, all that shit, nigga, I'm with my wife at this time. I'm good. Ain't you know. We go hang or whatever, we hang out or whatever, yeah. This way before he did what he did to me. Never apologized, never said that was wrong. Never tried to make up for it or nothing. Even if you say it's wrong, nigga, try to make it up. Right? Now, my dad did do one thing, and I give him props for it. Always give him props for it. And I give props to my younger sister too, because I was going through some mental shit. Psychologically, I was fucked up in the head. You know what I mean? That's why I always tell people mental health is real. I was fucked up. My sister at the time, she was living with me, blah, blah, blah. Call my dad. Like, you need to come talk to your fucking son. He ain't right. My sister did that. But she stole from me. That don't make up what the fuck you did. You stole from me. Stole from my fucking family. Stole from my wife. Her mother. No. You don't get no pass for that. I was psychologically fucked up, and I'm glad you did that. Appreciate you. Love you for that. Oh, I always still love my little sister. But nah, I can't never trust you or fuck with you no more. Out of that, you stole from me. Never apologized. Called the police. It was a whole bunch of shit with that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you do not get over shit like that. People do fuck shit to you. I don't know how people think that they can move through life like that. And then forgive people and be like, oh, they blood or some shit. Nigga, I grew up in the streets. They had blood members. Shit, the motherfucker that almost shot me and killed me was my blood. We didn't know we was family, but you get what I'm saying? Just because motherfuckers your blood don't nothing. I come from the streets, your blood will get you killed. I watched a nigga, my little homie. I ain't gonna be too deep in it. But I'll tell you this. His brother ain't give a fuck about him getting killed by niggas in the streets. By the opposition. By his own homeboys. Right? Listen, and let me say this too. And I'll be real about it. Being ignorant like that, I get it. Because we street motherfuckers. And the street life is different. But if you telling me now, oh, a nigga crossed you a certain type of way, you gonna kill my peoples, nigga. No, you can't do that. Not right now. But back in the day, I get it a little bit. Because I was a part of street shit. I was the culture of the streets. I get it. But I watched the nigga allow niggas to kill his own brother. And still hung around him. After they killed his brother. Shit, killed two of them. Two of his brothers, so old and young. So I watch niggas do that. Niggas be like, yo, that shit is savage. But nigga, if you ain't no street nigga, you would never understand that. You just won't. So now you talking to me now. Well, I'm at. No, I never agree with that, nigga. First of all, nigga try to kill my motherfucking brother or anybody close to me, I gotta kill you, nigga. Nigga, first of all, I wouldn't rob, but you had to kill me before you kill him. Like that, like, you know what I mean? So back in those days, like, and if you live in that lifestyle, yeah, it's different, bro. It's not what y'all think. Give me 1 second, y'all. Go eat your food, man. Jack, go eat. Go eat, man. So you can go outside. It's almost time for you to go outside, man. What time is it? Ready to go outside, man. Yeah, go eat your food. Eat. Bullshit. All right, you want bullshit. I'm telling you like that. I'll leave your ass outside. And that's why your mama take the food away. Because you be bullshitting. Go eat. Yeah, listen. I always try to tell y'all, man. Sometimes people, right, we live lives. Right? Everything ain't all fucking gangster and all. Everything ain't all good all the time. Listen, I be wishing I be close to my family and shit like that. I be wishing that I don't feel the way I feel about certain shit. But a certain hurt can't go away. Especially when a motherfucker don't recognize it. My dad never recognized what I just explained to y'all. Yeah. I ain't never did nothing to this nigga. Me or my sister. We never did nothing to this nigga. You got plenty of kids, you got plenty of kids or whatever, you know what I mean, outside us. You know, before my uncle died, my uncle said some shit, right? And my sister was mad upset about it. I just didn't give a fuck about it, right? And we went to my aunt's funeral. It was at my aunt's funeral. And my uncle said, I don't know if my uncle was upset. I don't know if my dad said something fucked up to my uncle Chuck. He passed away. He just passed away last year. And like October, I think, was it October or November? I think it was November. And my uncle, I don't know if my dad said something to him fucked up or whatever. It was in a moment of some shit. And this is the day of my aunt's funeral. And he said something, and I didn't really give a fuck about it. I wasn't really listening, nigga. I was in the moment. I was trying to connect to all the family and shit. So I didn't really care about so much shit that motherfuckers was saying. But my sister heard it. And my uncle said, oh, you think your daddy this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, that nigga, oh, he got another kid out here that's older than your brother. And my sister said that he said it to me. I just didn't catch it. Right? Because I didn't really give a fuck about it. Or maybe I was a little buzzed or whatever. But I just didn't catch it. And like I don't know why my uncle said that shit. But now that he gone, he dead and gone, nigga. It was like, but one thing about my uncle, he always, you can call him a telltale. You can say he telling, he telling everything. But he always been that. He always just said what the fuck he wanted to say. He would snitch on a nigga and tell everything. That nigga just tell everything. He couldn't hold water. Put it that way. I wouldn't call him a snitch. I just think that he couldn't hold water. You can't tell this nigga secrets. It ain't a secret that I ever told my Uncle Chuck. Ever. Tell no fucking secrets to my Uncle Chuck. I already knew who he was. So it was like, all right, cool. I remember I'm talking to my sister or whatever. My sister was like, you know, you heard what Chuck said or whatever. I'm like, well, just affront the nigga that he said it about. And my sister said, oh, our dad wouldn't answer the question. All right, well, to let you know everything. Fuck a week. Yeah, listen, I don't go for about that shit. I don't really care. If we do got an older sister or some shit like that, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't really care. Because some fact, nigga, and I'll be real honest about this. Why would you trust a nigga? Listen, and this is for me. I can't speak for my other siblings and shit like that. I can't speak for them. But I'm saying for me, I don't never trust my dad. Ever. And the reason I never can trust this nigga is because of the simple fact that this nigga, even after he got married, right? Even after everything happened between me and him, whatever the situation is, right? And I moved back to the city, right? I want y'all to understand this. I want y'all to really get this. Regardless of what we've been through, I forgave him in a way, right? I embraced him with my wife, my new family, everything I built, right? We here. All right, cool. You know what this nigga did? Ask my dad how many fucking times. All right. He did what he did, right? When he got the shit that happened between him and his ex-wife. Right? I still had his back. Right? Even with my sister, he was saying she stole from me or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I tried to fix that. I tried to fix it, and it was wrong for me. I'll take that. That's on me. He was right about it. I should have left that shit alone. But then even after that, after she stole from me, that nigga still support her. Think about that. Even he told me I shouldn't do it, and I did it anyway, and I do it and got fucked over from that. And now he's defending her. My sister. And you know what? Part of that, I give you that. You're right. You can go ahead and do that. That's still your daughter. I get that, but I don't fuck with her. Ever. I don't fuck with my youngest sister ever. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. You can't steal from me. Sorry. I'm gonna fuck who you are. You can't steal from me. I ain't let a nigga in the streets steal from me, and I'm okay with them. Ever. And I ain't beefing with no niggas in the streets, but ain't no nigga in the street that stole from me ever gonna be cool with me. So my motherfucking sister, my young sister, you can't ever be cool with me. And I mean that shit. I don't give a fuck with if my wife feels a certain way, don't mean shit to me. You can't fuck with me. Ever. You can't be around me. You stole from me? No. Because I can't forget what you did. Because I ain't never stole from a motherfucker. I ain't never stole nothing. I stole from stores and shit like that. Stole a game. Or, stole some stupid dumb shit when you're young. That's different. When you grown, nigga, you don't steal from people, man. And you don't steal from your family when you grown like that. Unless you on crack. So was she on crack when she stole from me? No, she wasn't. Listen, she had the reputation of my dad stole from her. That's her reputation. She stole from our dad. That's her reputation. Me and my family, my mother-in-law, everybody, we took her in. Oh, that's Kenny's sister. They did that shit on the behalf of me. It wasn't because of nothing else. That shit was on behalf of me. And I put that out there to do that. And my dad said, no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. He told me I shouldn't do it. He was right. But it's the same nigga come back around, we supposed to forgive her though. For what? I don't forgive nobody that stole from me. I was wrong that when she stole from you, I should have said, fuck her. Ain't no coming back. But I was young, ignorant, and stupid. But I know better. Ain't no motherfucking way I'm be okay and forgiving any of my fucking siblings from stealing from me as a grown-ass man. That is not happening. Ain't never happening. Ever. So I want all my siblings to understand that. You ain't no coming back from that. My sister ain't come back. Fuck her. You ain't my family. You stole from me. Fuck out of here. And I gave you a chance at the stealing from our daddy. And I was wrong about that because I was ignorant and stupid. But you think I'm going to forgive you what you did to me and our dad? He can forgive it, but I won't. Fuck that, nigga. You can't steal from me, man. Sorry. Tell people that. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, people, I'm back. Think about that shit. I always tell people on Real Talk, people be acting like, well, King, you should forget that. Nigga, you don't forgive nobody steal from you, man. Right? It ain't a nigga that I can call right now. I can call my man Alice right now. He ain't never stole from me. That nigga ain't my blood, but he my people's. He my blood. Ain't never stole from me. I can call niggas right now. Ain't never stole from me. That's a fact. Nigga ain't blood than me. Ain't know me as long as certain family members. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. You can't steal from me. After even I gave you, after you stole from your own daddy. You stole from your own daddy. Listen, I got my issues with my dad. My dad can't tell you I stole from him. That's why I don't even understand what me and his beef is about. Nigga, I ain't do what she did, but you got more love and more concern for her and okay with her because whatever the fuck the reason is. That's why I don't fuck with that nigga. How the fuck you fuck with a motherfucker that's a family member, that's a blood of you, that's still from you? Ain't nobody. If you stole from me and my family, nigga, fuck you. Fuck out of here. You my blood. You don't steal from me, bitch. That's me in the streets or some shit like that. You don't steal from me. I get in the streets. I get that. But anything outside of that, nigga, what the fuck you want? She stole from that nigga. And he was like, yo, let that go. And he's like, no, he told me. My dad told me. And I give him a process. He told me, no, don't fuck with her. She, she this and she that. All right. Okay, cool. I went against what he said. I tried to give her a chance to redeem myself, right? Because I wanted to know my little sister too. Because when I did know her, she was a baby. So I wanted to, maybe understand what the fuck going on with her. Come find out she trash. She ain't shit. And do that shit. And now she steal from me. I tell my dad, and I don't know if he might hold it against me, nigga. I try to tell you. But then you turn around and still have her back. After she stole from you and me. Nobody changes like that. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're a fucking thief, you're a thief, nigga. Listen, a thief can have good qualities, but if they get a chance to steal something from you, they'll steal it from you. If that's their character. That's who my sister is. She a thief. She'll take advantage of you. She don't give a fuck. My young sister, she don't give. We said this. Listen, y'all understand something about me. Me and my wife, we like at our core, who we are, we good people. Yo, we raised her. Her daughter. She was here, nigga. For my daughter was even thought about or born about, nigga. My fucking goddaughter, my niece is probably about what? Probably like 16, 17. Right, older than that. I ain't seen her since she was a baby. Since that. But if she called me today tomorrow, I ain't gonna lie to you. If she say she still fuck with her mama, she on her own. I don't fuck with nobody that's a traitor to me. Fuck out of here, man. Your mama a traitor to her own fucking blood. After she robbed her own fucking daddy. She stole from me and my family. Took advantage of us. No, fuck that. And I mean that to my niece. I love her. All my niece is, and not just her, but she is the one that I helped raise, that lived in my house, that I took care of. Me and my wife and my family. We took care of her. Her nickname is Lil Bit. Nigga, we gave her shit. Like, but nah. But I love her. But she called me and said, I'm still good with my mama. I get it. I respect it. But I can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with you. Your mom ain't shit. Your mom gotta apologize. She gotta do some shit. And your mom a traitor to the family. That's on bloodline shit. Your mom ain't shit. It might be good for you, but she ain't never treated her family good. That was the crazy shit. That's why I'll be calling my dad phony. Because on one minute, he was like, no, don't fuck with her because what she did to him. Right? Didn't like it. We got over a little bit in the family. She was young. She had people manipulating her and shit like that. That happens. Okay, cool. But then after it happened to your own son that you didn't raise or build anything that I got, and I brought her in. And I do that, and I'm wrong. Right? He was right. I was wrong. But at the end of the day, all that shit happened. He wound up riding with her. Shit, even my own sister that we come from the gutter with. My sister was like, oh, yeah. Cool. She ain't lose you, she ain't steal from you. Fuck that. And I take that shit personal. I'm your blood. Like even my sister, what she said was like, oh no, let that shit go, whatever. I took offense at that. I don't fuck with my sister like that. That I was raised with. Like, bitch, you don't take no motherfucker. I ain't never did that shit to you. I had your back 100%. And I would never hurt you in that way. Ever. Even if I didn't know you. Like my younger sister, I didn't know her like that. But she my younger sister. Like, that's my sister's blood. Like they don't take this love for family serious. That's what I noticed. With my family, they don't take that shit. The blood don't mean shit. Right? Even like I don't take blood like that either. I learned that shit a long time ago too. But when it comes to my family, it hurts more coming from them. Because they my blood. Why would you do that to me? I wouldn't do that shit to you. We ain't gotta grow up together, none of that shit, but I wouldn't do that to you. But you'll do it to me. Even if you know me or not, why would you do that to me? First of all, you should want to show me some respect like that or show some love. But they, my family different like that, man. That shit hurt a lot. And that's why I move the way I move. And I don't fuck with them like that. Angry and shit like that. My wife tell me, like, why you so angry? I'm angry because I can't believe these motherfuckers. Like, I would never do that to them. Ever. Like, nigga, if my family came around, like my homeboys and some shit like that, they came around, my homies, my family come around, and I'm loyal to my niggas. You can ask my niggas this. Oh, nigga, you ain't touching nothing. No, nigga, that's family. You ain't gonna listen. You can ask my man Alex. That's my man, 100 grand. Till to this day, we argue, we do whatever. That's just because we alphas. But ain't no nigga that was blood to me. He didn't ever play like that. Ever. And I told that nigga they fuck with me, nigga, we good. He'll test it here and there, but he won't be disrespectful, nigga. And it's vice versa between me and him. We would never do that to each other. So that's why I'll be telling motherfuckers, they be like, yo, Kenny, why you acting the way you act with your own family? Niggas, I'm telling you, my niggas, the nigga Alice, man, that nigga, we ain't never fought. Came close a couple times. Listen. I want people to really understand something. That nigga Alex, it's my nigga, man. It's my nigga. Call this nigga right now. What up, Kenny, nigga? What you on, nigga? That's my brother. He called me right now, nigga. We good. You always get like, I think understanding comes from that it's not even about street shit. We just got good hearts. We really genuinely love our family. So we come off of that narrative. So, nigga, we don't move like everybody else. And that's the thing about Alice, is what I always love about him. We don't move like that. We don't move like everybody, because even if motherfucker is a family member, nigga, that don't mean that's love, nigga. You know what I mean? I was here and there telling me like, yo, Kenny, you tripping. Like, nigga, they still family. No, they not. And he'd be like, and then I break some shit down to him, he'd be like, all right, I get it. That's what I love about my brother. But the only true motherfucker outside of my wife That's the true nigga I ever had in my life. Was my man Alice. That's my brother, man. Nigga, we always good. I call that nigga any day. Any day. And it may seem like it's chaos or whatever. But if I call that nigga dead in my nigga, I got a problem with anything. He right. He know that about me too. But we just got that connection, nigga. We caught that connection when we first met. And the thing about Alice was, I can't speak for him, but for me, the reason I fuck with Alice when I first met him is because of some fat nigga. I knew he was gonna ride with me. Man, I ain't ride with me. I'm gonna tell you why I fuck with my man Alice. Just being genuinely honest. It's because I knew that he stood on business. And what I mean by that, he stood on business about, he didn't give a fuck about none of the shit I cared about or anybody else cared about, nigga. Is you about what we about? And it was about the family, because I understand my little brother, Jermaine, nigga, we was calling down Jersey, get these niggas to come back up here. This nigga Kenny, who he? We don't know them. He ain't family. Like, you know what I mean? My little brother, like, nigga, we don't know that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they hearing about me. First time I get around, nigga, I was like, oh, nigga, I'm gonna test this nigga. Start playing basketball. I stole my business, nigga. That's why I always tell a motherfucker, my family, which is ours before then. We wasn't family, but we was good. But we wasn't even good. Nigga ain't give a fuck about me. He ain't know me. And nigga, if that nigga respect me, I don't give a fuck about what motherfuckers talking about how real I was. I know he knew. I ain't, so motherfuckers like, oh, he's soft. Nigga, okay. Nigga, I know the niggas I hung with and ran with, they know I ain't soft. And we been in some shit. And I'm talking about we been in shit on every level. Every level. So all that shit that niggas be talking, I don't give a fuck about that shit. That's why I be trying to tell y'all about my family. Like, they not really, they can't fuck with me. They can't talk about me, nigga. They don't even know me. You want to ask niggas about me? Ask my nigga Alice. Ask my niggas that fuck with me that I was in the street who I used to be. If you want to talk about who I used to be, they'll tell you everything. You can't talk to niggas that don't know me. Or niggas that say they know me now. You didn't really know me. My niggas will tell you who I really was, nigga. And I'm not no different from that. I'm a lot more, because, listen, we got kids and we got shit like that, and man, come on, man. I can't even get too deep into a lot of that shit because that shit hurt people, so I can't get in there. I was just talking to my brother Alice about that, like probably about a week or two ago, maybe 3. And I was like, yo, I didn't understand how much this shit affected shit now. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, don't. If you ain't really like that, stop talking about motherfuckers that's like that. It's like my dad. Like, nigga, you don't know me, so stop talking about me. Or stop acting like I'm this bad person and shit like that. Or people in my family, you don't even fucking know me now. Like, you never knew me. I'm who the fuck I am. My niggas respect me. The niggas I know that I fuck with, I can call these niggas to this day. All the motherfuckers ain't got no phone. Listen, I can call my man Alex. That's my dude. He can call me anytime he want to too. That's a fact. We always been like that. My little brother Jermaine can't call that nigga like that, but he know if he wanted to call me, he can call me. Different story, but I know certain motherfuckers. That's why I always tell motherfuckers about my man Alex. That's my dude, man. We family, we blood. Ain't nothing gonna change that. Nobody. Ain't nobody. So who the uncle of my daughter or golf or whatever, nigga, listen, if my daughter need anybody in the world, she can call her motherfucker. She can call Alice. Alice gonna take care of her. That's a fact. That's all family members. Ain't nobody gonna do what my man gonna do. Ain't nobody gonna do what Alice gonna do. Yeah, you can't play with Alice like that. And he's serious about that. He would never ever play like that, nigga. Ain't no shit. Now he my dad, nigga. I wouldn't call my dad if I needed help like that. Like in that way. Like when it came to my daughter. Nigga, I call Alice. Alice, I need you to take care of my daughter. That's a fact. I know he gonna do that. We ain't gotta talk like that, none of that shit. I'm telling you. Don't get that shit twisted about where I come from. My niggas, listen. See, the problem is I ain't put him. Me and him probably need to do a podcast, but we probably be too real. That's the reason me and him ain't do a podcast. And I ain't do that shit with him because I'm telling you, yo, you can't play with him like that. Like, and our shit is too real. Like, we probably get too deep in that shit like that. We probably get too deep in where we come from. And that shit may go so left. You know what I mean? You know. So, yeah. Shout out to my brother Alex, man. That's my dude, man. Always. I know he always got my back. Always. And I got his shit. It ain't just about me having my back. Nigga, he know better. He called me dead a month, tell me something happened with the kids or whatever, nigga, and something really bad like that, nigga, I'm gonna crash out. That's how much love I got for him. He knows that. And that's real talk. My brother know that. We don't play like that. We don't play like. That's why I be telling people we don't play like that. It's a nigga I know that nigga. We don't play like that. We don't play like how a lot of y'all play, and we will kill you niggas. You playing around stupidly. I'm not saying that what y'all doing. That's cool what y'all doing, but nigga, you playing with wrong niggas. And sometimes you can play with a nigga like me. But in my motherfucking peoples like that, nigga, we'll kill you. We ain't got time for that bullshit y'all on. But anyway. People. Yeah, man. We out. We out, people. Leave your comments, hit that like button, support your boys. Your boy Mr. OB up. Peace and love to the world.